Live, I think we are. That didn't do, but we're good. We're live. Hello, everyone. Apologies for that little blip, but we are good. We are live today. We are back on the Women's Football Chat for what is the biggest game of the WSL season. It's a London derby, but it's so much more than that. Tonight, we have Chelsea versus Arsenal, a game that could decide the fate of the WSL title. So I'm very excited for it. I know Harry's very excited for it. I'm sure you guys are very excited for it as well. Should be a good one tonight. Should be a very exciting game. So yeah, it's a good one. Big one tonight. Chelsea, Arsenal. Harry, are you excited?
Yeah, I am very, very excited. This is it really, isn't it? This is the WSL title in a nutshell. I mean, obviously City still in the equation, but this game decides all really, for us, especially for Arsenal. A win puts them top of the league. Chelsea, a win keeps them top of the league. What more could you want? Two rivals who have been going at it for years. The champions versus the challengers. On a Friday night at Stamford Bridge, game of the season for me. This is going to be brilliant.
Yeah, indeed. Chelsea have to win, really, to stay top of the WSL this weekend. Of course, if they are to lose and City win on Sunday, they would drop from top of the table. So it's a huge game, but not going to be very easy for Chelsea. In the reverse fixture against Arsenal, they lost 4-1 at the Emirates. So tonight should be, well, it's going to be a difficult game for Chelsea, as was proven earlier in the season.
Yeah, I think it's a very, very difficult game for the Blues, but I don't think it's going to be quite 4-1. It is a weak Chelsea side, it's fair to say. There's a bit of rotation, some big calls from Idaval, big calls from Emma Hayes, a lot of talk going into this game, but none of that talk matters. It is what is going to happen in the next 90 minutes that we are going to watch tonight. What is going to happen on that pitch that could decide the title.
Yeah, I hope everyone in chat is excited for it. If you are, make sure to get involved in the live chat this evening. Say hi, give your thoughts as we build up to kick-off. We've got 12 minutes until we're underway at the bridge. So it should be a really exciting game this evening. It should be a tight one. I'm hoping Chelsea can put up more of a fight than they did in the reverse fixture. Shall we have a look at the lineups for tonight's game?
Definitely should.
Now, as I've mentioned, we are at Stamford Bridge, so we'll start with the home side for Chelsea this evening. It's a 4-3-3. In between the six, it is Hannah Hampton. She's kept her place after a strong bit of form in 2024. Understandably, retains her starting spot tonight. In the back four, Perisset, Carter, Buchanan and Neve Charles. A very strong back line with lots of experience. Across midfield three, Leopolds, Nusken and Cuthbert. Chelsea's hand has sort of been forced here by injury, and we don't exactly know if this could look like a double pivot like it normally does and an attacking midfielder, or whether this will be a bit more of a traditional midfield three. Obviously, with Fran Kirby out injured, with Lauren James having to play a different role, it leaves Chelsea short of attacking midfield options. On the right-hand side, it's Joanna Wrighton-Canaride. On the left-hand side, it's Guro Wrighton. And leading the line, Lauren James. Very strong.
Yeah, it's a very strong side, but it's a side that Chelsea have available to them. Obviously, the Lauren James one is a big one. We did believe she was ill, but was that Chelsea playing the game a little bit?
Maybe.
Or was that just that we are very lucky to have her back tonight? But either way, it's not Chelsea's strongest 11, but as you say, it's still a very, very good side. It can still do the job tonight. And if anything, it's a chance for some players to really put a shine on their season. And I think we'll get into that in a minute.
Well, let's have a look at the Arsenal side then. It's a 4-2-3-1 for Idaval's side. They line up as follows. In between the six, it's Manuela Zinsberg. At the back four, McCabe, Williamson, Wubben-Moy and Steph Catley. Midfield pivot of Palova and Leia Valti. On the right-hand side, Beth Mead. On the left-hand side, Caitlin Ford. Attack midfield is Kim Little. And leading the line, Stina Blackstenius. It's interesting, isn't this, from Arsenal? Now, obviously, it's pretty much full strength, apart from probably Emily Fox, but obviously she's still involved in the Gold Cup. I think what they've done here is actually paid attention to what's happened this season. I would have expected to see perhaps Russo and Miedemar both start tonight, but Blackstenius starts up front, which makes sense given her form this season. She's been better than either Russo or Miedemar at leading the line. And Kim Little plays in attack midfield, which makes sense. She was incredible against Manchester United. She's a bloody good footballer. And I think she'll do better in that role than Miedemar would have. So I think this Arsenal side makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, for Arsenal, it is a very, very strong side, as you say. I think it's a big call for Nyonya Saival to bench Alessia Russo in such a big game. But I think, as you say, Blackstenius has been in brilliant form and she deserves to start tonight. Kim Little, phenomenal footballer, and just offers them a little bit more in that midfield. It's going to be a tough battle in there. And obviously, they've got the backup behind them of Palova and Valti. So it's a really, really good Arsenal side. It's a strong Chelsea side. It's two strong sides in a London derby, fighting it out for the title. It has everything you want for an incredible game.
Yeah. Willow, welcome to the stream. Willow Hewitt, welcome. Saying, will you be showing the game or just you guys chatting? Unfortunately, we don't have the licensing for the game. I don't think Sky would let us have it, but we will be commentating on it throughout. So if you can't find a way to watch the game this evening, you are more than welcome to join us here. It's a nice alternative, I guess, to any other commentary where you can actually get involved in the live chat. So, yeah, feel free to join us here if you can't find a way to watch it. I'm very excited this evening. I think it's going to be a tight game. What we saw in the first leg was Chelsea get caught out much too often on that counter-attack. And it'll be interesting to see what Chelsea do tonight to try and counter that. Obviously, if it does look like a more traditional midfield three, is that for that reason? Is it to try and give Chelsea a bit more stability in rest defence?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting whether we see that midfield three that is going to, as you say, probably give us a bit more strength. And I feel like it'll help us massively in that midfield battle with Arsenal, with their midfield three. It could also be Nuskin pushing on, which I'm a fan of, because as we know, Nuskin scores from anywhere, wherever she's playing, right back, defensive midfield, in a pivot, attacking midfield.
Maybe she's up front.
She was
maybe Lauren James in attack midfield and Shaka Nuskin leads the line.
Not? But overall,
that's what we all want to see.
I think Chelsea have just gone for a little bit more stability tonight.
Yeah.
I think obviously it's a depleted Chelsea side. But as I said, that opens opportunities up for certain players to come through and have a great game today. And the one player for me that needs a good game is Guro Reiten. This has not been her best season by far. She has not been good enough. She's not been the Guro Reiten we have learnt to know and love as Chelsea fans. And she's not the Guro Reiten that we see in previous years absolutely tear apart opponents. But tonight is the night in Chelsea's biggest game of the season, when they're lacking a few key players, lacking a striker in terms of an out-and-out striker. This is the game that Guro Reiten can step up in and show how good she really is.
Yeah, it's been a tough season for Guro. She obviously started her campaign later than everybody else, given her injury coming out of the World Cup. But yeah, she's just never really got going from that point. It's felt like she's a yard off the pace, perhaps not feeling the confidence to get the ball at her feet and to take players on that she used to have, which isn't too uncommon with players that get injured. It's quite normal to see them struggle to find that spark again. And I'm hoping a game like tonight could be the type of game that does ignite something for Guro Reiten. I want to the stream, by the way, both fans are saying Arsenal for the win. Welcome. Obviously, we are both Chelsea fans tonight, as you can probably see from the broadcast. But we will try and be neutral throughout tonight's coverage. So if you are an Arsenal fan, you're more than welcome to join us for the game. We will try and be neutral with our commentary, but do not get annoyed if we start cheering at some point during the 90, hopefully, or booing, depending on the result. Alex Sinclair as well, welcome to the stream, saying hi everyone. Good to see you, Alex, as always. We've got 6 minutes till kickoff. We'll get into predictions in just a moment. So if you guys in chat want to get your predictions in, get them in the live chat. We'll read them out in a moment. Anything else to touch on, Harry, before kickoff?
Yeah, I mean, this is it really, isn't it? I think for our, obviously, it's the end of an era, Emma versus Jonas Eidevall.
Yeah.
And for Arsenal, they have proven, they are quite known for not turning up for big occasions. This in other years, and that's why they've not won the league title. This season, though, has been different. And yes, they've had their blips, but when they needed to turn up at City, they did. When they needed to turn up against Chelsea, they did. And in those crunch games where it's gone down to the wire, they've turned up and have provided something special. They need that again tonight. And this, and not this is a bigger occasion than they've faced all year. And this is why. These are the type of games where Chelsea prove why they've won the WSL so many times. Because it's these type of games where an Emma Hayes Chelsea side will hold their nerve and win the game. And usually it's the type of game where an Eidevall Arsenal side will not hold it together, will fall apart, and again will fall at the final hurdle. Could we see
one hell of a statement? One hell of a statement. I think that Arsenal's ability to take on the big sides this season has been incredible. I think they'll be kicking themselves to a certain extent that they've not been able to pick up results in some of the more stupid games this season, like when they dropped points to West Ham, like when they lost to Tottenham. Those type of games have really hurt Arsenal's season because they were in a position, given their ability to beat the likes of City and Chelsea, that they could seriously challenge for the WSL title this year.
And to be honest,
but they find themselves 3 points behind both tonight. Even if they win tonight, if City win on Sunday, they're still 3 points behind, and they'd have to rely on City dropping points.
That's the massive thing tonight. I think an Arsenal win benefits Man City more than it does Arsenal. Because even if Arsenal win, they go level, then City win on City, then 3 points clear of anyone, and it's their title to lose at that point.
Yeah. But I think it still benefits Arsenal massively, though, because it keeps them in the title fight. If they lose tonight, I think Gone.
A draw and a win for Arsenal, and then City win on Sunday. It's City's title to lose. Chelsea to win, they're still the favourites. This is why this game is so massive. It's so massive.
Indeed it is. Shall we get in some predictions? As I say, live. If you guys are watching, want to get involved with the predictions, stick your predictions in the live chat. We will read them out in just a moment. Welcome everyone, by the way. 50 people watching right now. Fantastic to see the support on the stream so far. So get involved in the live chat throughout tonight's game. But Harry, what is your prediction?
As I said, it's such a tough one to predict. You've got an Arsenal side that have turned up against the big sides this year, but a Chelsea side that always turn up for occasions like this. For me, that gives us an equilibrium, and I'm going to go for a draw. I'll go Chelsea 2, Arsenal 2. I think it will be a similar... I know I said 2-1 Chelsea on predictions, but I don't know. I just feel like I've been actually convinced myself. We'll talk with on the build-up. I think it will still be a similar story, though. Arsenal will take a 2-0 lead. It will be a goal from Blackstenius and a goal from Little, and Arsenal will lead 2-0 at half-time. But it will be that Chelsea side, that Emma Hayes team talk at half time that will turn this tie around, and it will be second half goals from Guro Wrighton to make it 2-1, Kat Mackay off the bench to level it up, and Chelsea will manage to rescue a big point, and Man City will be the ones who are laughing at the end of tonight.
Nice stuff, very nice stuff. I think we're going to trade predictions then from the prediction show on Friday, because I can't go for anything other than a Chelsea win tonight. Just can't be done. So I'm going to say Chelsea 2, Arsenal 1. I think it'll be an early Chelsea goal from Guro Wrighton. May well be from the penalty spot. Then Arsenal level up just before the half through Stina Blackstenius. And it'll be a Chelsea winner. And there's something that Chelsea want you to know. Best in the world. It's Kat Macario. Goal for Kat Macario. Chelsea win it on the night and put themselves in pole position for the WSL title. I do think the one thing that advantages Chelsea, just to say quickly before we get into kickoff, because players are about to come out of the tunnel, one thing that advantages Chelsea this season and in general is I don't see them dropping points anywhere else. Even if they were to lose tonight, kickoff has been delayed, by the way, here. So we'll get news on that in a moment as to why that's been delayed. But that is big. So gives us an extra 15 minutes to talk about the game before build-up, before it kicks off. But I think the difference between the two sides is Chelsea do not drop points, whereas Arsenal and City, as they have proven this season, have the capability to drop points in other games. City did it against Brighton early in the season. Arsenal done it against West Ham, against Tottenham. Chelsea don't seem to have that same issue. I'm not sure what time the kickoff is delayed until, so we'll try and find out some information on that. But it's not really a surprise. A game as big as this, it's not unexpected there's going to be some sort of issues with crowd, with tickets. I imagine it's turnstiles, as always.
Stamford Bridge problem, because, I mean, this is the biggest attendance Stamford Bridge has ever seen for a women's game. It is absolutely incredible. The upper tiers are filled, the lower tiers are absolutely jam-packed. But yeah, as you say, kick-off delayed. That is a big thing in games like this, because it means that obviously there's a period of time between the warm-ups and when the game kicks off. You know, players, which team will be affected most by this? This does throw a spanner in the works. We'll try and find out the reason as quickly as possible as people are joining and saying the same thing. We're not quite sure, but we will find out as soon as we can.
My best guess is it's something to do with turnstiles, given there's a lot of fans coming to Stamford Bridge this evening. It's huge allocation. We are as in the dark as you guys are. Why is kickoff delayed? Not sure. But welcome everyone. Welcome Mayrin from Uganda. Good to see you, mate. Anton saying if Chelsea lost, it'll be 3 defeats this season. Can't win the WSL with more than 2 defeats. Well, I think this season's going to make
no side's ever done it.
Well, I think this season's going to be different for that reason. Because if you look at it, Chelsea and City both on 2 defeats. Obviously, City could go on and not lose another game this season. In which case, then they would win the title if Chelsea were to lose tonight. I still think you could win. In this season, I think you could win because there is such strong competition. We've not seen a title fight between 3 sides.
No.
Last season was Chelsea versus Manchester United for the title. We've not seen a 3-side title, so a 3-race title. So I think it's going to be different in that regard because all 3 of them can take points off each other. So yeah, and obviously Arsenal and City have both lost to other teams, whereas Chelsea have only lost to Arsenal and City.
It
makes a huge difference, really.
It's incredible. It's the closest WSL title we've seen in years, and it's absolutely phenomenal to see the women's game becoming this competitive, to see it this strong, with 3 sides all fighting it out, 3 sides at the top of their game in the same season, and to be honest, it's a bit of a shame that only one of them gets to win the league. Because I'd say all three of the sides, at times, have shown that they deserve to win this title.
Yeah. They certainly have. All three of them have been excellent sides this season. There's just not enough cups and trophies to go around. Obviously, we will have the first trophy of the WSL season, or the women's football season, handed out at the end of this month with the League Cup final, which is very exciting. We're going to get a preview for that tonight. And then obviously in the FA Cup, we know that City and Arsenal both can't win that because City knocked Arsenal out and then got knocked out by Tottenham. So
it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this plays out. And that's the thing. I feel like I have to look at it from a neutral point of view, or maybe from an Arsenal or City point of view. There's been, for years, Chelsea have dominated by themselves. This year, Arsenal and City have pushed them all the way, and Chelsea are still on to win the quadruple.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Jemima says it's postponed until tomorrow on Google if you search it up. Well, we are in for a long night then, ladies and gentlemen, if that is the case.
If you just put in Chelsea versus Arsenal, that's what comes up.
I imagine so. I don't think there's been any sort of multiple day delay, but hopefully we will have kickoff not too distant. We hope it's soon, but it does give us a chance to talk about things. I will say the one thing I think that separates Chelsea, City and Arsenal drastically, if you look at last season, the injuries that Arsenal suffered, and it put them out of the title race. They had Williamson out injured, they had Mead out injured, and that meant they were so far off of Chelsea and Manchester United. The big difference is Chelsea have lost Millie Bright this season, and they've lost Sam Kerr, and now they've lost Fischel. They had Gura out at the start of the season, they had Fran Kirby out at the start of the season, and they are still on top. That, for me, is the key difference. Now, I understand Chelsea have invested, but they've not invested loads more than the likes of Arsenal, than the likes of City have. So I think that shows the huge thing. Chelsea have built such a strong squad that they can deal with injuries like those. They can react to injuries like those because they've built up that revenue, and they've got the ability to go and sign players like Myra Ramirez, like Natalie Bjorn, to fill those gaps. And that for me, is the huge difference in the sides.
And what that might frustrate Arsenal fans, City fans lower down the league.
And Mark Skinner.
But eventually we will get to a point where the whole league can do that, hopefully. The way the game's going, we've talked about it on videos on this channel before, the way the game is growing, I can definitely see that this being an option for all other teams in the league. I really hope we can get to that point where everyone in the league is competitive.
Increased competition is always going to be a good thing. I think we are going to reach a really interesting point in the WSL this summer. I think it's a turning point because we've obviously got a point now in history where Emma Hayes is leaving Chelsea, and that's momentous. And for City and Arsenal, and even for Manchester United at a stretch, it's a chance to kick off what could be a new era of women's football in England. So very interesting stuff. Katarina asks, how much is it delayed? We're not sure yet. Ever told me useful information saying it says kick-off delayed at Stamford Bridge due to a kit clash. That would be a horrendously rookie error if that is the case from everyone involved. I'm guessing that it's the officials that have gone out and gone, hang on, wearing something similar. But I don't get, unless it's the socks, in which case someone finds some socks. Go to the mega store. It's around the corner.
It could also...
That's what the stadium...
it depends what kits everyone's bought. You obviously, when it comes to kit clashes, you've got to factor all parts of the kit, both teams, both goalkeepers and the officials. So it could be a simple mistake that...
Yes, it's the white socks. So both sides have white socks tonight, which means that the game has to be delayed for a kit clash. They have had so long to realise this. They've already played a match, these two sides. How did they not clock that the socks were going to be the same colour?
So I'm guessing Chelsea are having to find some black socks.
Or someone's had to get a pen out.
So
everyone get your Sharpie. Yeah. We sorted. So yeah, we're in a weird situation now where the players can't come out and warm up again because there's stuff on the pitch.
Yeah.
Presumably, we should be kicking off within 15 minutes. You'd like to think they can sort the socks out. But this is a situation we shouldn't be having in the women's game. We've reached this level of professionalisation now where things like we haven't got the right socks on shouldn't be an issue. We're at Stamford Bridge with 30,000 tickets sold. I mean, socks should not be an issue.
Yeah, exactly. Is it, kick-off delayed? Is it a medical emergency? Is it turnstiles? No, it's sock colour.
We've all got the wrong socks on, guys.
Well, I'll tell you what, those 30,000 fans are loving it because the DJ is keeping the vibes up and keeping the crowd going while we wait to see if someone can find some non-white socks.
I was going to say, that is this DJ's biggest
Even I own more than one colour of football socks. I'll be fine.
Kitman's getting sacked.
Dear, oh dear. But yeah, so... we just have to wait until someone finds them and gun socks.
But yeah, hopefully
But
this issue
equally,
resolves itself shortly.
Obviously, it's a terrible reason to have a delay, but does a delay just up that ante even more? The expectation and the wait to get this game underway is heightening, it's increasing.
I just hope it doesn't have an adverse effect on the quality of the game. I'm hoping both sides are still up for it.
Kick the ball, like,
Well, it's an extra
yeah.
10 minutes for Emma Hayes to talk to the fan,
Yeah, I mean,
to talk to the players, and an extra 10 minutes for either of us.
It's been played for 6 minutes. Also, we haven't been given a kick-off time yet, because I'm guessing they haven't found the
They've
socks.
sent out some hype women, by the way.
Yeah.
There's just people going around the pitch hyping the fans up. I love it. That's what you do when you run out of
And
socks.
also, you've got the avid Chelsea fan, getting everyone going as well.
Yeah. Alex saying, I'm always baffled when something like this happens. How can you not have the right socks? You'd think it would be a simple thing that everyone can work out. Unusual in Life does put a good point, saying we put on blue at the Emirates. We're the home side. We have to put on our home colours. It's Arsenal to find another sock colour. Yeah, it's an Arsenal mistake. You'd imagine they should have red socks. I'm guessing because their away kit doesn't have red socks.
Yeah.
They haven't got red socks on them, but...
That's if they're in the away kit. They might not be in the away kit.
But they're in the home kit, but they might not have any red socks made.
Yeah,
but then you get in contact with Adidas and go, hi, could we have some red socks, please? And that gets dealt with. How we've reached kickoff and that many red socks. Also, we're in London. There's got to be an Adidas outlet somewhere. Yeah. Run in, find some red socks. We're sorted.
Yeah,
you'd hope.
The Sondigo socks. I can't get them out.
Yeah, get on Sports Direct. Yeah. Or stick them in the wash with the shirt for a couple minutes. Red socks. Exactly. Lovely job. But you might also ruin the shirt.
Chelsea, the fixture schedule is only ramping up even more. The game tonight, Ajax on Tuesday, West Ham next week, Ajax on Wednesday, Arsenal, then on the Sunday, the Conti Cup final. 5
consecutive Chelsea games we are live for, and then I think we're also live for the Man United FA Cup game. So loads of streams to look out for if you are.
That's 5 games.
Looking forward to them.
It's the 15th of March tonight. Chelsea have got 5 games left in March in 3 different competitions.
Yeah.
That tells you how much pressure is on these Chelsea players.
Indeed.
There's so much they've got to focus on and not focus on. It's incredible.
Chelsea fan says, what happened? Hi, Jack and Harry, by the way. Good to see a Chelsea fan. It is an issue with the socks, where the kickoff here has been delayed due to the fact that both sides are wearing these same colour socks. So that's
the
great.
pinnacle of foot.
We've got 7 minutes until the 1:15 start, which is when you'd imagine they were trying to get it going again. The fact that no one's coming out the tunnel, the fact there's not been any announcement, you'd imagine we're now looking towards that 7:30, maybe 7:20 mark. You'll have to do it on an integer.
They want to kick off on an interval, so we don't get kicked off.
Well, they're not going to do 13 minutes past. Oh, hang on, run out there.
So we don't get kicked off at 1:15. My guess would be 7:30. And if no one's found a different colour pair of socks by 7:30, I don't know what is wrong with this world.
Carla Almeida, or Almeida, I hope I've pronounced your name correctly, says, why doesn't it start again? It is, just to reiterate, it is the socks that have caused an issue to the game here, and we've had to delay kickoff so that we can find some socks that don't match. So that's good stuff. Jemima asked, do you both support Chelsea? Yes, we are both Chelsea fans, but don't worry, tonight will be a neutral broadcast as much as possible, but obviously we will cheer if Chelsea score. So if you are an Arsenal fan, you've been warned. But 250 votes in the polling chat site. Incredible stuff so far. 100 of you in here right now. Get involved in the live chat if you haven't already. It's great to see so many people in there already. 54% for Arsenal, 43% for Chelsea, only 3% going for a draw tonight. It's incredibly close. The margins are so tight. Even in our polling chat, the margins are very tight. So it's a difficult one to call. It's a really difficult game to call.
Yeah, and I just feel like the anticipation for this game
I was going to say,
is increasing.
Is this delay increasing it? Or
it's
I think it's increasing it.
It's incredible. The longer we have to wait to this game, the more excited I get. I don't know how everyone else feels, but the longer we wait, the better this game is going to get. I really hope.
Equally, if we're still at 9 o'clock and we haven't done a ball kick yet, I will be furious.
The player, obviously, we have to look at it from a player point of view, from a competitive point of view. It is going to be difficult. You'd think, though, that once we get a kick-off time, they'll probably cut the tunnel, they'll get running, they'll get some movement in the legs, so we keep them warm. But
any sort of alteration to that price for kick-off can just have a huge impact. So hopefully the players aren't too impacted.
A lot of players have their pre-match routines. They've gone out the window now. That can affect the player.
If you also to drink a Red Bull 5 minutes before kick-off, you might have been downing it and then told you've got to wait another 20. Now your Red Bull's not going to have that same impact. So it's good.
Definitely not.
I'm going to attempt this name, so apologies if I get it wrong. Herolza Hero Ailsa, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly there. Cardoso Box saying, can you tell us why there is a delay? It is due to the socks. Alex with an announcement that it's 7:30 kickoff. All right. So we've got a kickoff time. 19 minutes to go. Not long. Not long to wait. I'm going to also look for an official announcement of that. But thank you, Alex, for the update. Mental situation here. But it does look like we will be underway shortly once I sort the socks out. And we have got here coaches coming back out the tunnel, bringing balls out, bringing cones out. So it does look like something's happening. We're moving again, which is good to see. But yeah, thank you everyone that's tuned in so far. Nick Knack went to the stream saying, evening everybody, good crowd in here tonight. There certainly is, Nick Knack. A lot of people tuning into this biggest game of the season. Of course there's going to be a lot of people. I'm very, very pumped for tonight's stream. And hopefully we get a brilliant game. I mean, we've had so many people hop into the stream, so many people tuning in. The ball's not even been kicked yet.
No.
I think that shows how important tonight's game is, how interesting this spectacle is of the WSL season. So many people are tuning in. And Nick says, does the sock colour in themselves really make any difference? Not overly, but it is part of the rules, and I understand why the ref in that regard has gone, well, we need to change this.
From a referee point of view, the thing is, it also has to consider in terms of, the first thing is obviously tackles. If it's a tangle of legs, you need to be able to see clearly what colour socks, which player it was. For supporters as well, it might be easier to, if you're not looking at the same colour socks. There's a lot of reasons behind it. It just makes sense. They don't have the same colour. It makes it easier for everyone, really.
Yeah. Judy C. welcome to the stream saying, I'm sorry I just joined. Do we know why the game was delayed? It is due to a kit clash. They have the same colour socks. Unfortunately, nobody noticed this apparently, and so we are left in a situation now where everyone
line up on the tunnel, and Rebecca Welch, who's the referee tonight, went, hang on a minute, they've all got the same colour socks.
That's what I want to know, how this has happened. Because did no one notice it while they were warming up? When's this been noticed, and how quickly has that decision been made? Because we didn't find out until 5 minutes away from kickoff.
I think my best guess, they stood in the tunnel, and Rebecca Welch got went, hang on a minute, you've all got the same colour socks on.
Brilliant.
Crazy stuff, but so got 17 minutes until kickoff. We'll probably run through lineups again as we get closer to kickoff.
Yeah, we will in a moment. Nick Nat says, glad you fixed your internet, by the way. Yeah, Nick Nat, we have found what we hope is a solution, but let's not test fate.
We've got the device.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've changed everything, so we're good to go, hopefully, tonight. And sorry again for Tuesday. It's a shame we couldn't, for Wednesday, sorry, shame we couldn't do the penalties, because it would have been incredible. But that's the limitation sometimes of working on a smaller budget. We're not goal breaking.
But we're here tonight, and that's what matters. Excuse me, for the biggest game of the season.
Goldberg definitely doesn't do that, does he?
Golden diary thoughts. Just from Man City's point of view, then this game's massive for them.
Yeah,
and they're not even playing in it, and that's obviously they've got Everton.
Brighton.
A
repeat of the game they lost early in the season.
They've got Brighton on Sunday, so realistically, if they win that, at the end of the day, they know if they win on Sunday, they are still joint top of the league no matter what. Best case scenario for them, they could be 3 points clear, and then suddenly Gareth Taylor, from what was a terrible week last week, they got knocked out both cups, to this week, 3 points clear top of the WSL.
Yeah.
Very contrasting weeks for City. That shows how football is so, what do you call it? So
unpredictable.
Unpredictable.
Yeah.
You can never predict what football's going to do.
No, you definitely can't. By the way, thank you guys for 450 subscribers. We've gained 10 subs on tonight's stream already. Crazy. Now, I'm sure we're 50 away from 500. I'm sure there's enough of you out there that haven't clicked subscribe yet. So, head on over to the channel, click subscribe. You get notified every time we upload, every time we're live. You can, help us out massively, of course. If we could hit 500 subs, that's our goal.
You've had plenty of time to get to know us while we've had to ramble through this today. But now we have a time, now we can get excited. So hit the subscribe button, join us for what is going to be game of the season so far. Game of the season all round. I don't think we're going to get better game this year. No. I really hope it won't be 0-0. I really hope it's not going to be 0-0. That would completely kill the build-up. But I still even think, even if it's 0-0, I'm still expecting a really exciting game.
Yeah.
So, hopefully. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I hate, why has it been delayed? I can't handle it.
Yeah. Nelson Odioli says, Chelsea fan for life. That's what we love to see, with loads of Blue Love hearts in chat. But yeah, good to see Chelsea fans turning up tonight. And then Blue Line in there as well from Thung Thang. I hope I'm pronouncing these names correctly, by the way. Apologies if I get them wrong. Alex Sinclair says, must be weird for the managers. You give your final talk to the players ready, then what, you have to give it again? Well, exactly. It adds so many different elements to this. It's an extra 30 minutes where players are tiring from the warm-ups. You know, you do your warm-up, you're ready to go. You don't then expect to have 30 minutes where they're not moving at all.
Yeah. You look like a right idiot, right? So I can imagine, like, the manager, if your manager's, right, inspirational team talk, and the players are now back up warming up with...
Well, yeah, because I'm picturing...
Arsenal in Chelsea socks.
In Chelsea's away socks, yeah.
Arsenal wearing Chelsea's away socks, which are black, and they've put a grey bit of tape around the Chelsea badge.
Incredible. Incredible stuff. You're wearing our socks.
Love it. Aaron Couples won't got his socks on.
That's the problem.
Yeah. That's why it's delayed. But yeah, so not ideal that for Arsenal at all. What a mess. But as I was saying, for a manager to give an inspirational, fighting, motivational team talk, the players will go, yeah, raw.
I'm picturing...
Get back in. We're not kicking off yet. Change your socks.
I'm picturing Emma Hayes' big roar. We're going to go and smash him. And then Rebecca Welsh opens the door and goes, sorry, guys, we're delaying kickoff because of socks. It's not the big...
exciting Emma Hayes has just gone, yeah, fucking joking.
Indeed. Nick Nax asking what's on the menu for TFC Catering. Carmen Bird asks, do you think LJ's sickness was tactical? We can't say for certain, but it's Emma Hayes, and she's playing tonight, so... Yeah,
we talked about it earlier, which now was ages away, because it was.
It's okay, yeah.
But yeah, it does feel a bit like it was a bit of a tactical move, because...
Yeah, I think it was tactical.
Yeah, it's all gamesmanship at the end of the day. It's part
mind games, isn't it?
It's mind games, exactly that. Will it work? Who knows? They're wearing our socks. They didn't think LJ was going to play. Are we on the money tonight?
We're unsettling them.
Exactly.
But yeah. Desmond says this is so funny. Nick Nack says, what time was kickoff supposed to be? It was supposed to be 7 o'clock, Nick Nack, so delayed by half an hour.
For socks.
Well, they found a solution. Because I imagine it was first, can Arsenal do anything about it? No. Can Chelsea give Arsenal some socks? Yes, they can. So there we go. I don't know why Chelsea didn't just put on their away socks.
Because we're the home side. We're not allowed
I know. Well, what do you mean we're not allowed to? If it solves the issue, I don't think it matters what the rule is.
Unless all three kits clash, you can't wear your away kit at your...
That's like when Newcastle managed to make 3 kits and they could wear none of them, so had to make a 4th kit.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was pointless. How can you make 3 kits that are all clashy?
But that was because they couldn't wear an away shirt while the other team wore a home shirt.
Right, yeah.
It's a really messy situation with the kits.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's brilliant. Good for us. Good for Arsenal to have to wear Chelsea socks. I love it. It's brilliant.
It is good, isn't it? It's very, very amusing to see. But yeah, I'm excited for this evening. Hopefully, we attract to a really interesting spectacle. I mean, everything. We're expecting this to be brilliant, aren't we?
Really are.
There's the two top sides in the WSL, other than City, but it's bigger because there's a derby behind it. You've got Chelsea versus Arsenal. That's the big driving force. It's a big game without the added context around it. Chelsea versus Arsenal. Idemar versus Hayes. Hayes' last London derby in the WSL. It's brilliant stuff. Nick now says, if the kits clash, it's not the socks that are the problem. Yeah, I don't really see why. I don't know. I get why they have to because it's in the rules, but it wouldn't have made a huge difference to delay a kick-off for 30 minutes. But yeah. Anton says, shouldn't Arsenal have red socks with that kit? No, they wear white socks. Anton, they have a red shirt and then white shorts and white socks.
But surely it should be white shorts and red socks. Because you've got your whole bottom half white.
Arsenal have always been white socks, though, haven't they?
Have they?
Yeah. I've never seen an Arsenal kit in red socks, I don't think.
It feels weird, though. It feels like it should be red socks.
I want to say, maybe when they had, I'm thinking like 2004, sort of, where they had dark blue shorts, maybe then they had red socks, but even then I think they had dark blue socks.
Maybe.
Anton says, when the Arsenal men played at Chelsea, they had red socks. Well, exactly that, it's just that little thing of just being prepared.
No one thought about it. I don't know how now I'll clock this in hindsight.
Well, yeah. Crazy. Simple. Kitman's got 2 jobs. Wash it, make sure they've got the right socks. Yeah. They're the jobs. Yeah. It's not too difficult. But yeah, somehow managed to mess that up.
10 minutes to go. Both sides are going for their final preparations. And then we will be getting underway in this title decider. I personally can't wait. I think it's going to be absolutely brilliant. We are in for an absolute cracker. Going to enjoy it all no matter what the result is. And those titles on the line tonight is absolutely massive.
And Nick Nack says, nobody looks, oh, what colour socks are my teammates wearing, then passes the ball, says Nick Nack. No, but as Harry pointed out earlier, with things like tackles, if the refs can only see a tangle of legs, they need to be able to identify which team is which. And I guess with things like maybe offside, if there's a leg out, they need to be able to identify. It's a rule thing, Nick Nack. It's not something. I don't think Rebecca Welsh is sat there going, "Oh, we need to 100% make sure of this." But it's part of the rule, so she has to do that. So, yeah.
Obviously, a very good referee, Rebecca Welsh. I don't think she'd have delayed kickoff if it wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
And now both sides are returning to the changing rooms for one last chat, and then we'll finally get this game underway. Only a 30-minute delay for some socks. That's it. You take the socks out of it, still it's going to be an incredible game of football.
Yeah, I don't take the socks off though. Like leave them on now. Don't take them off.
I'm all of it. If they just take the socks off.
Should be a good game.
Ida Bauer's keeping his lucky beige waistcoat from the other weekend. Loving it. But yeah.
Just about going through the motions now, isn't it, for both sides? Half an hour late, but we're now here at kickoff.
Returning to that changing room again. Ida Bauer's got to give that team talk again. Chelsea and Arsenal both got to reset their minds, get back into that game focus, that game state, which for some players will be easy to do. For some players, it won't be. It's exactly like what they talk about with F1 drivers or just racing drivers off of a red flag or a restart, getting back in that zone, back in that state. That means you are ready to go give 150%.
Well, it's the same for any athlete, really, because in that half an hour before, you're preparing. You do your warm-ups, you're getting ready, but also that mental state. You get in that zone where you're ready to compete, you're ready to go for it.
I see what
and then you've got to start again.
A jump start in an athletics race, in a sprint. It could be anything in any
swimming race could be delayed because they've got to put chlorine in the pool.
There's no water, it's just a big hole.
You get there, they've got to fill it up.
That's like not having your socks, not having the water. It's like a fundamental playing the game.
Someone's got their cap.
Yeah. But yeah, we are going to get underway soon. When you're ready, do you want to go back through the lineups for everyone?
Yes,
just so
we can.
Very clear who's starting, because to be honest, I've
been so long.
A little bit. But yeah, this is it. This is
good job. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah.
Imagine it's an 8 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah. Get a bit late, wouldn't it?
Not what we expected, but
exactly.
Yeah. Good job we did kick off early. Anyway, let's have a look at the lineups. Give me a moment to get them back up again, and then we'll run through them. Nick, I said, are we doing predictions? We've already done them once, Nick Nat, but we will go through them again. Let's go for the lineups, though. We are at Stamford Bridge this evening, and the Chelsea team is as follows. It's a 4-3-3 for Emma Hayes' side. In between the six, it's Hannah Hampton in the back four, Perisset, Carter, Buchanan, and Neve Charles. A midfield three for Chelsea tonight, it could look like the traditional two, and then an attacking midfielder of Leopold Nusken and Erin Cuthbert. On the right-hand side, it's Canaride. On the left-hand side, Guro Wrighton. And through the middle, it's Lauren James. As we mentioned earlier, untraditional placement for Lauren James tonight. Chelsea need her to step up without a recognised striker on the pitch.
That front three has to provide today. Lauren James needs to be her usual self. Canaride, as she usually does, needs to put in a solid game. Guro Wrighton, today is the day. You have to turn up. The light show is kicking off at Stamford
I was about to say, I'm worried the lights are going and we're going to have to delay it again, but I think it is just a light show, so no need to panic.
We are ready.
Let's have a look at the Arsenal side as well. Then in between the sticks, it is Zinsberger, a back four of McCabe, Williamson, Wubben-Moy and Steph Catley. In the pivot, it's Palova and Leia Valti. On the right-hand side, Beth Mead. On the left-hand side, Caitlin Ford. Kim Little plays in attacking midfield, with Stina Blackstenius leading the line.
Very good side, very good side. Shall we do predictions again? Everyone, do the same. Get your prediction down in the chat. Any predictions you want to go through before I do mine?
Nick, that's going 2-2. Will Barnett says, come on, Chelsea. Lauren hat-trick incoming. That's what we love to see. Lucky saying, hi, guys. I'm nervous. As are we, Lucky. Very nervous. Myra Miedemar saying, have they started already? No need to worry. We've got 5 minutes till kickoff. We're running through predictions now. Get your predictions in the live chat of how you think today's game is going to go. Harry, you've got a prediction for us.
I'm sticking with my prediction from earlier. 2 goals apiece. I think Arsenal will take control of the first half with goals from Kim Little and Stina Blackstenius. And then after a massive half-time team talk from Emma Hayes, Chelsea will come out firing in the second half, and it'll be goals from Guro Wrighton and Katarina Macario to level the game back up, and a 2-2 draw.
Yeah, I'm sticking 2-1. I think I said Gura Wrighton and Kat Macario goals. I think I said Blackstenius for Arsenal. I'm sticking with it all. I'm not going to change up my predictions. So I'm sticking 2-1 Chelsea. I'm not betting against Chelsea on a day like today. I like as well how we've now got Sockgate, which gives both managers an excuse. Because they can go, preparations were impacted. We couldn't be ready for today's game because we didn't have the right socks on. I think, it gives each of them a nice excuse at the end of the game. Misty Bunny 123 saying, I hope Alessia scores. Carlbird saying, we need LJ Manager today. Arsenal seem to be our kryptonite. Well, Arsenal and City, though we did beat City last week. So does that give us a promising sign? I think it does. And Timothy saying 2-1 Chelsea. Lucky saying 2-1 Chelsea. Chelsea fan going Chelsea 1, Arsenal 1. Good to see so many people getting involved with the predictions, getting involved in the live show.
Everyone following on the same lines with a very tight game, keeping it below 1 or 2 goals. That's what it's going to be.
It's not really 8-0, is it?
These two sides are very experienced and are very, very good on their day. But it is going to be that nervy, cagey start that we're going to get until both sides settle.
I think it's going to feel like a final. It's going to have that sort of atmosphere about it, isn't it? It's going to have that edginess, that nervousness in the early stages, a couple misplaced passes, a little bit of sloppiness. Hopefully that gets ironed out and it's going to be which side can grow into this game quicker as to who comes out on top. I don't think Lauren James was ill, by the way. I think she's just getting her hair done. Because,
maybe.
I mean, what was it? What game was it where she suddenly, I think it was the United game, wasn't it? Where she appeared with new hair and she scored a hat-trick. Yeah. Same's happening tonight. Yeah. It's the new hair bounce. It's a new thing in football. Get your hair done.
Well, after a 30-minute delay, we finally have teams out of the tunnel at Stamford Bridge for the biggest game of the season. Incredible away support from Arsenal. Incredible home support from Chelsea.
I saw Ty in the crowd as well.
Ty, yeah.
From AFTV.
You know when Ty's there.
That's what you love to see, isn't it? There's so many fans are up for today's game. And hopefully we're tracked to a good one. People asking where to watch it. If you cannot find a link, you're more than welcome to join us here. If you're trying to watch it and you're in the UK, it is only on Sky Sports Premier League and main event tonight. But if you cannot find a link and you want to listen along, you are more than welcome to watch our stream. We'll be commentating throughout the action this evening. And, hopefully we can paint a vivid picture of the game for you all. But I'm very excited for this game. Nick Nack says Lauren is my favourite player in the women's game. Yeah, probably one of mine as well. I also love Guro Wrighton, but she's not been great this year.
Tonight is the night. Guro Wrighton will provide. I'm telling you now. Goal and assist. It's going to happen. She needs a good game, Guro. Tonight is the night. It has to. It's the perfect opportunity. Friday night, under the lights of the bridge, against Arsenal, in the biggest game of the season. It's Guro time.
Amberley asks, is Millie back? She was supposed to be back after the internationals. We are now after the internationals. She's not back. No. So not sure when we expect to see her return. I would like to hope at the very latest she is back by the time we get to the Champions League semi-finals. If we do make it that far, I would expect she's supposed to be back by now. She's in attendance tonight, but she doesn't look like she's anywhere close to playing. Yeah. So it's a worrying sign, isn't it, that we've still not got our captain and our leader back. If we're going to go deep into the Champions League, we have to have Millie Bright, really.
100%. This is it then. All the delays are over. The talking's over. Now this game is going to be decided by the 90 minutes on the pitch. Lauren James with a new look. Maybe that can inspire Chelsea to a huge victory.
Yes, Chelsea need to get revenge for that 4-1 loss at the Emirates. It was an embarrassing moment for Chelsea, a Chelsea side that haven't really been on the end of too many embarrassing defeats over their years as a club. But a very embarrassing one early this season. They do find themselves still top of the WSL now, though. A win tonight would put them in prime position to win the title. And that's what they want, really. Beth Mead, by the way, with the second most WSL goals of any player against Chelsea with 9 in history. So she'll be hoping to add to that tally this evening. I'm very excited. I hope you guys are excited as well. Games in the WSL do not get bigger than this. Very, very excited. If you are tuning in, good to see you all tonight. If you're going to go watch the game, then thank you for tuning in so far. Obviously, you're more than welcome to keep watching here. And as well as watching the game, that's the point of a watch-along. So hopefully, you can join us for all of it. Fullerunso Ibercon, I hope I pronounced your name correctly there, saying, is this a watch-along? Yes, it is. Nick Nat says, lively atmosphere by the sounds of it. I'm sure it is. It's a derby. It's an important game in the WSL season. I expect it to be very vibrant, very lively, and very loud.
Very much so.
We need Stamford Bridge to be loud tonight. Something we've not really had this season. It's a loud Stamford Bridge, but we've got quite a full bridge tonight, and that's what we love to see. It's going to be Chelsea to get us started. Both sets of players take the knee and a stand against discrimination on the referee's whistle there. And once the whistle goes again, we'll be underway here for this crunch match. Rebecca Welsh looks down at her watch. It'll be Cuthbert to get us started. And once Welsh decides we're good to go, she blows a whistle. Cuthbert knocks it back, and we're underway here at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea versus Arsenal, the biggest game in the WSL season. And Chelsea starting fast here as they pump the ball long. Cuthbert picks up on it in the midfield. Here's Lauren James looking to strike one. It's blocked wide, and McCabe stops it from going out from a corner. But Chelsea immediately putting the pressure on 10 seconds in. That's a good start for Chelsea. And welcome everyone that's just hopping in. We're underway now here at the bridge. Cuthbert knocks it back. Here is Buchanan. Carter finds Perisset. Perisset looking to go down the line. Picks out Joanna Wrighting Canaride. And then Perisset on the end of a meaty challenge there from Caitlin Ford. And here is Nusken. She goes back to Perisset into Carter. And she'll look to go long. And that's going to go off the pitch and out for an Arsenal throw. It's pretty much what we expected early on here. Do you think it looks like Chelsea are perhaps feeling a little more confident given the fact they're at home? It looks like Arsenal perhaps a little more nervy. That's expected tonight. So, yeah, why is Harry playing Fer Elise? That's a very good question. Why is Harry playing Fer Elise? Here's Lauren James looking to strike one, and it just lifts there. It was always rising, that one. But yeah, have we solved the issue, Harry?
Not yet, no.
Okay, well, hopefully we won't be playing any classical music soon.
I'll turn the timer off.
Oh, okay, there we go. No classical music anymore. Apologies for that. We're on a new system and we've forgotten to turn the sound off the timer. So yeah. Here's Ruben Moy. Now Valti. Ruben Moy. And now Palova. Valti. Very interesting to see as well, Leah Valti dropping into this left-back position to allow McCabe to push up and for her to be involved in the build-up. Ball goes long now, looking for Beth Mead, who does flick it on, but it's won back by Buchanan with an assertive challenge. He sees off a challenge from Kim Little and draws one into Nusken, who can't turn, with Wubben-Moy putting in a strong challenge. Nusken then commits a foul, trying to win the ball back. Arsenal, free kick, deep in their own half. And Little's taking a moment here just to compose herself after quite a forceful, quite aggressive challenge from Khadijah Buchanan. Completely fair tackle, but yeah. Little there, just desperate to get the ball back. Seen off well there by the strong Khadijah Buchanan. So yeah, 2 minutes gone here. Pretty much what we expect in the early stages. Neither side dominating per se. And a very cagey affair. Ruben Moy. Now Steph Catley. Finds Leah Valti with Cuthbert hounding her here, trying to win the ball back. Valti plays the ball in behind, giving Blackstone something to run after, but that will bounce the wrong side of the touchline. Out of play for a Chelsea throw. And hopefully, Perisset can come over and collect the ball. It's taken a while here for the ball to get back into circulation. Hayes versus Idavar, by the way. It's 9 games, 4 Hayes wins, 3 Idavar wins, and 2 draws across all competitions. So it's always been a hotly contested game between these two. They've always had a bit of a war of words in the media and with their actions on the field. And tonight is where it all comes down to a final WSL game between them. Of course, they will meet again in the League Cup final. Tonight, though, their last WSL game together before Hayes moves to America. And we know the Blues saying, we are Chelsea, good to see. Eve Barr saying, where can I watch apart from Sky? It's not available anywhere other than Sky Sports in the UK. So if you can't find a way to watch it, if you don't have Sky, then you are more than welcome to join us here. Go right and trying to hold on to possession. Does successfully hold on to the ball. Neve Charles goes down the line into James to right, and that's out of play for an Arsenal throw. Alex Sinclair says, it's all happening tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Wrong socks, fair release. Who knows what's next? Yeah. Uwe Moy. Now it's with Williamson. She's looking for that ball in behind. We know what they're trying to do, Arsenal. They were doing it a lot in the cup game against Reading, I think it was. That ball in behind is where they know they can be dangerous. That's what they're looking to do tonight. Emphasis being put back on the socks again, because I think McCabe's one has the tape a little high, so you can see the Chelsea lion on the sock. Quite amusing. Charles. Charles the captain as well tonight. Good to see. Buchanan's ball down the line doesn't quite come to anything. There you. So an Arsenal throw-in on the far side. Williamson's going to go over and collect the ball. Not in a rush here. Perhaps seeing that it's not been a perfect start for Arsenal, who haven't really been able to get forward, and actually taking a little bit of the pace out of the game might just benefit them a little. Here is McCabe with the throw. Try even for Kate McCabe as well. She's managed to not make a foul in 5 minutes. Good stuff for her. For Lova. Now Valti. Goes out wide. It's picked up on by Perese, who pushes the ball forwards and will drive it forwards now. Ball inside towards Nusken. Nusken to Cuthbert. Cuthbert will take it in her stride. And now that ball going forwards. LJ manages to win it into Perese now. Good football from Chelsea here. And Lauren James being forced backwards. And now she'll go into Jess Carter. Carter back to Hampton. And now Buchanan. These two sides, the first and third highest for goals scored in the opening 15 minutes. So if we don't see a goal in the first 15 minutes here, we'll be a little disappointed. Nusken manages to find Lauren James, who drops in again to receive the ball. Now Erin Cuthbert goes down the line to Perese. He's got a lot of space to use here. Perese, ball in towards Canai, gets a touch on. It's dealt with by McCabe, just about. Cuthbert picks up the pieces though. Can she put a ball across the box? It's blocked by Wooburn Moy. Chelsea challenging early on here. Canai blocks the clearance. As Chelsea look to ramp up the pressure. Joanna Wright and Canai. Lovely turn. Brilliant stuff from the Swede. Cuts it back. Cuthbert in the Arsenal box. She's seen wide there by Kim Little. And Arsenal in the ball back falls to Nusken on the edge. Fortune might strike one. Gives it to Charles. Charles pokes it wide into Wrighton. We've got a bit of fair release there as Chelsea challenge once again. Now Caitlin Ford. Trying to take on Eva Perese. Perese wins it back. Arsenal cannot get out in the early stages here. Canaride. Now it's Lauren James. Being forced backwards, James. And now she is holding on to possession though. Now plays it into Melanie Leopolds. Nusken. Perese. Hell of a start to the game, says Alex. Yeah, it's been strong stuff for Chelsea. We've looked the dominant side. Haven't managed to get many shots away yet, or many clear shots away yet, but we have looked the stronger side. You feel we are just a final ball away from having a real clear-cut opportunity. Ball now going down the line into Neve Charles, who slots it towards Wrighton. Is she offside? Yes, she is. Unfortunate there for Chelsea's Norwegian winger. Just creeping into an offside position to receive the ball there. Shame for Chelsea, as that looked like quite a promising move. But I think that was a fair call from the lino. Go see here that Perese ball in. Perhaps needed to see that Canaride didn't need that ball whipped in with such venom. She needed to go along the floor, play into Canaride to give us something to work with there. And Perese in the early stages, just panicking a little there, trying to put a good ball into the box. Cuthbert almost catching Arsenal out there. Now the ball getting lifted wide by Palova into Catley. Catley, here is Caitlin Ford. Valti, Ford, ball back to Wooburn Moy. Arsenal fans creating quite the atmosphere behind the goal there, swirling their scarves around. Mead, Kim Little, and that's a save for Hampton, forced into an early save here for Chelsea. Little getting a shot on target. But she gets down to it well there, Hannah Hampton, poking it out for a corner. Pushing out for a corner. Felt like this could have been dealt with better by Chelsea. No one on Kim Little. The shot was probably going wide, but you don't blame Hannah Hampton for just making sure it was there. I think it was definitely wide, but yeah. Hampton making sure of it. So Arsenal with a corner here, and we do know the threat they pose from corners of Williamson and Wooburn Moy both being very good in the air. Ball in from Catley, headed away at the front post by Perese. Canaride's clearance isn't convincing. Now Little against Canaride on the edge. Little keeps Arsenal's move alive, giving it to Williamson, and now Catley. Williamson plays back towards Catley in a good area here for Arsenal. Can she put a ball into the box? Saved well by Hampton as she strikes one on target. Good stuff from Hannah Hampton. But this is a promising move for Arsenal. Disappointing from Chelsea. Just got caught out of it there, out of position, after that corner. And Arsenal able to take advantage of it. Luckily, Hannah Hampton pulling off a good save, a good claim. Buchanan. Now Charles plays it inside. Leopolds. Lauren James. wants to carry that ball forward. Lauren James, she holds on to it well. Now picks out Canaride. Chelsea coming forwards here with numbers. Canaride looking to take on Steph Catley. Catley does well. Canaride has Eva Perissé in support. Will use the French fullback. Now it's with Lauren James. Lifting over the top. Canaride's in. Joanna Wright and Canaride can't get there. Good stuff from Zinsberger. That was a really promising move for Chelsea, though. You felt like that was a real opportunity. Lauren James just lifting that ball in behind for Canaride. I'm surprised she didn't get there. She just didn't bring it under control. She let it run across her, and she was trying to run in behind onto it, but Zinsberger came out well. Sophie asks, where can I watch it? Oh my God, apart from Sky. I'm not sure, Sophie. Sky is the only place you can watch it legally in the UK. But yeah, again, you are more than welcome to watch along here if you can't find, if you're not subscribed to Sky. Hampton. Now Kadisha Buchanan. And Cuthbert, strong challenge there, falls to Nusken, who's going to send it up in the air. Headed down by Williamson. Cuthbert. McCabe. Driving the ball forwards, and that's how to play for a Chelsea throw. So 11 minutes played here. Chances both sides. Neither side able to create anything clear cut as of yet. Both sides creating intermittent chances. Charles. And there's options down the line and we'll utilise them. But Williamson jumps on that ball towards Lauren James. Here is Blackstenius driving towards goal. Now Little. Good challenge from Nusken, and Buchanan now just needs to get it out of Chelsea's box and does. Falls to Nusken. It's messy here as it's alive for Arsenal with Stina Blackstenius. I like the first half on the screen now how he's given up. Palova. Cleared away by Carter.
I'll sort out next street.
Here is Guro Wrighton. And Wrighton will look to carry the ball forwards and McCabe wins it back. Williamson. Now it's with Ruben Moy, Little. Palova into Williamson.
There's like 4-4-2 for Chelsea tonight.
Out of possession, yeah.
With Nusken leading
Lauren,
the line.
I was going to say Nusken joining in the press. Now ball out wide to Caitlin Ford. Canaride does really well there to see the overlapping run of Catley and to follow it. And here is Jess Carter. Lifting that ball forward. So Ubermoy does win the header. And then it falls to Lauren James. She can't really do anything with it though, as it was behind her.
It's been that cagey start that we expected, kind of. You know, it's not either side's full guns blazing, neither side's willing to give away too much at the moment. Been a decent start though, first 10-15 minutes or so.
Yeah. Good stuff so far from both sides.
Yeah. Cagey. Exactly what we expected.
Yeah. Here is Zinsberger. Williamson. Zinsberger. Now with Lotte Ruben-Moy. Goes across again to Williamson. Now it's Zinsberger. So far for Chelsea, most stuff coming down that right-hand side. Showing the strength we have on that flank with Joanna Wright and Canaride. Incredibly dangerous player. And now Nusken against Little. Little does well to see off the challenge of Nusken there and keep the ball going forwards. Ford, Little, good defending from Carter. Now Buchanan will get it gone. Well dealt with by Chelsea, and Lauren James coming across well there to challenge Vouty in the air. And now Williamson. Holding on to it well. Ball picking out McCabe, and McCabe under pressure from Charles. Almost winning it back here, Chelsea, but Arsenal holding on to possession, resisting that press, and now Chelsea win it high up the field. Lauren James is in for Chelsea. James puts up on the ball, has a chance to shoot. She's sim wide. Can't make something happen. Takes it past the player. Lauren James, you save. And it's in. It's in for Chelsea, and it will stand. Chelsea 1, Arsenal 0. Who else? Lauren James, 15 minutes on the clock, and that is the opener for Chelsea. I thought Zinsberger had made a magnificent save, but it dropped back down. Nobody for Arsenal dealt with it, and it's in for Chelsea. It was somewhat fortuitous, but Chelsea will not care. And now Neve Charles giving a very useful team talk there, taking the moment as they celebrate just to rile up the Chelsea players once more.
Yeah, it's absolutely a huge goal, and it's Arsenal just messing around with it. Palova dispossessed by Guro, right in a brilliant ball from Nuskin into the path from Lauren James. I thought she'd done too much as she let Catley get back a goal side, but she took her on, beat her opposing player. It's a decent effort. It's a good attempt at a save, but Zinsberger once again just doesn't get enough on it. She has to get enough behind that. Goes up in the air, bounces over
the reaction time, she thinks she's tipped it over the bar.
Yeah.
You can see here, so she saves it. I know she looks up immediately. Like, she looks up then, has to get up, turn around. She doesn't think that's going to drop back on her head. Lauren James puts so much behind that strike. Zinsberger does her best to parry it, but to no avail. Williamson and Woobenmoy try to clear it off the line, but it's not enough. And Chelsea have the opener here, a crucial and important opening goal.
And this is what we said about Chelsea. On the biggest nights, in the biggest games, they turn up. And players like Lauren James
this is what we said about Lauren James.
Deliver. They absolutely deliver. And that is what she's done with 15 minutes on the clock. Chelsea have the lead.
Blues fans, what do you think of that? I can see the comments in chat. Loads of blue love hearts. Loads of come-ons in there. That's what we love to see. And now Chelsea in possession. Hampton. Buchanan. Back to Hannah Hampton. Going to Kadisha Buchanan. Now just lifting it across into Jess Carter. Carter, and it's almost picked up on there by Caitlin Ford. And Jess Carter taking no risks there. Canaride on the ball now with receiving it from Lauren James. Here's Nuskin and a challenge from Palova. Not enough to see her off the ball. Here's James. She's been everywhere tonight. She's dropping in. She's playing midfield. She's playing up front.
Yes, incredible.
They can't stop her. They can't contain her. And now Nuskin picks up the ball, trying to give it quickly to Wrighton. She loses it, but then the press is good. But Arsenal do win it back, and now they're coming forwards. Kim Little tries to release Beth Mead, and she's in a bit of space here. Chelsea backtracking here, backpedaling. Beth Mead puts it across, and it's blocked well by Carter. And now Chelsea will look to come forward. Nuskin can't hold up that ball, though, as Woobenmoy picks it off. Here is Mead. Whips it in there, and it's Eva Perisset who will head it away. Now Nuskin can hold it up well.
Yeah, big moments in the games now. Chelsea is trying to keep Arsenal at bay. Worst time to concede is straight after you've scored. They'll be aware of that, and it is about just playing the game now. You've got the win, so all Chelsea needs to do now is just manage the game appropriately.
Yeah. It was Lauren James that got the goal away for everyone asking. It's good to see so many people hopping in streams, so many Chelsea fans. If you are new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers, so if you could help us towards that goal, that would be massively appreciated. But yeah, good to see so many people hopping in the chat. Here is Erin Cuthbert fighting Kim Little for possession. And now the ball goes back to Williamson as Arsenal will look to hold on to possession. So as it stands, a live update for the table. Chelsea would sit top with 40 points after 16 matches. 3 points clear of Manchester City, who have a game in hand on Sunday. Then Arsenal in third place, 6 points behind Chelsea. 3 points behind City. Does that sink their title? If they go on to lose today, does that mean their title high?
I think so, because if City win on Sunday, they're 6 points off. And that's the thing, though. Even a win, obviously, with there being a third team involved, even a win for Chelsea tonight doesn't secure the title by any means necessary. Any means.
Yeah.
And that's how big this season has been for both sides. Incredible.
Hannah Hampton. Now Kadisha Buchanan. Nuskin. Here's Neve Charles. Had an option of the ball in behind to Shocker Nuskin there. But the ball go out wide to Perisset. Chelsea just spreading Arsenal so much. It's like what happened with the United game at the Bridge. Nuskin turns now, trying to pick out James, but can't. It falls to Cuthbert. Now Perisset. Cuthbert. Now Carter. Buchanan. The manner in which Chelsea scored was somewhat fortuitous, but I don't think it's any way undeserved. Chelsea have been the better side in the opening encounter. I think that what we've seen so far is a Chelsea side that look confident in possession, that look really comfortable in their shape, and that are dragging Arsenal out of possession quite often. That's how they're able to find the space. But yeah, If you, by the way, anyone asking where to watch, unfortunately, we only know where to watch in England. So if you are in England, you can watch on Sky Sports. If you don't have Sky, then feel free to tune in here. If you're elsewhere, unfortunately, I'm not sure how you can watch the game in all your respective streams. Yeah, got a big telescope. You might be able to see it. Perisic, Lauren James now holds onto that ball really well. Lauren James, and now we'll run at them. James coming forwards. She's got space to hit one here. We'll go out wide. Here's Guro writing in a bit of space. Ball into the box. Falls to Canaride. She keeps the move alive. Erin Cuthbert strikes one. Nuska turns it home. And that's in for Chelsea. 2-0 Chelsea in this game. Cuthbert with a low-driven shot. I think it was a shot at least, but Nusken was the one that turned it home. The shot was going wide, so Cuthbert can't have any complaints. And Nusken and Cuthbert engage in a celebration that doubles Chelsea's advantage.
She scores when she wants, and Nusken pops up again. And this is exactly what we said in the build-up about in these big games, Arsenal are renowned for falling apart and for bottling it. And we're only 20 minutes through here. They're already 2-0 down. This is what Chelsea do, and this is what Arsenal do. Chelsea turn up for these big games and play the best football that we've seen all season. Arsenal do not rise to the occasion. They fall apart, they crumble, and we are watching that happen in front of our very eyes.
Really well timed by Shock and Nusken. I was really excited when I saw Cuthbert stepping up to it. I thought she was about to smack it in the bottom corner. But alas, it's a Chelsea goal. It doesn't matter who scores it. Shock and Nusken, though. She can't stop scoring.
Arsenal's heads are already gone. And look at Kim Little, the captain there. Her head's already looking at the ground. Arsenal are in a big spot of bother now.
Yeah.
Big spot of bother.
20 minutes in, they're 2-0 down away from home. This could be as embarrassing as Chelsea's loss at the Emirates at this rate.
And they need to get a grip on this game. But this is what they do. This is what I say. And people say it was bold. People say...
Here is Blackstenius.
She's offside.
She's offside.
But people say I was wrong. But this is what I mean. Yes, Arsenal have turned up this year. And it looked like they'd turn a corner. But the reason they haven't fought for the league title over the last few years is because in games like this, they do not turn up. And once again, they have not done that today.
Yeah, exactly. And the big difference, I think, in these two games, and I'm going to comment on the mentality here, is that in that first game, when Arsenal went 1-up, Chelsea came back and hit 1-0. Now, I know it was a 4-1 loss in the end, but that was a huge difference in that moment that brought Chelsea back into the tie. They went on to lose horribly through a smart tactical change from Jonas Eidevall. However, Arsenal find themselves 2-0 down. They haven't responded to Chelsea so far. Now they are coming forwards, though. It's a loose pass again, and Canaride will pick it up, and Perisic will look to play it out.
I know we're probably scared of the Arsenal fans away, but if there are any Arsenal fans who are still here, I'd love to know what you guys think of it and what you've got to say on what you've seen in this first 22 minutes. But I doubt it's going to be anything positive.
We have still got a few Arsenal fans in here. Beads by Leah, I believe, is an Arsenal fan saying Arsenal need to score 3 this half. Realistically, they probably do, yeah. And that says everything from Emma Hayes there. A look not only of celebration and of joy, but of relief. The pressure on her and the pressure on Chelsea right now is more momentous and greater than it's ever been, I think, in Chelsea's reign. They've never had, in Emma Hayes' reign, they've never had a moment where they are under such scrutiny and under such pressure to win the league title, as well as other trophies. They're competing on 4 fronts this season. It's incredibly difficult to do. Ames, welcome to the stream. Lauren James got the first goal and Shocker Nusken got the second goal. Possession is 50% though, says Beads by Leah. Possession is 50%. The game's been equal in that metric. However, the difference is what they've done with the possession. Arsenal so far haven't been able to break down Chelsea very successfully. What Chelsea are doing is spreading Arsenal really wide, getting balls into the box, getting players in and around the box, getting shots away and getting goals. That's the key difference so far. A bit of individual quality from Lauren James and a well-worked move that resulted in a somewhat fortuitous deflection or a touch-in from Nusken. But that's what it takes to win games like these.
But this will be a good chance for Arsenal. Erin Cuthbert just bringing down Pull over there, about 25 yards out.
Yeah, it felt unnecessary, and it's a really good position for an Arsenal free kick here if they can make advantage of it. Beth Mead over this. Now she's, as I said earlier, the second highest scorer against Chelsea in the WSL. Only Tony Duggan has more than her 9 goals.
I mean, this would turn the game around, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Looks like Mead, could be Catley though. It's definitely a shooting opportunity. Hampton has to be aware here. But as we just tick over the first half of the first 45, this is a big chance for Arsenal to get back into this game.
Say we hit that quarter point of the game now, really. And Arsenal, as you're saying, do need to get back in this. Beth Mead is going to take a strike, but that is a wayward effort. And not what Arsenal needed to get back into this one.
Not quite, no. Sailing over the bar by quite some distance and landing itself in quite a secure position in that away end. Not what the doctor ordered for Arsenal or Beth Mead there.
We will miss Emma Hayes. We certainly will, Strip Bear. We certainly will. Beat by Leah saying London is red. Sorry, Leah, to be biased, but it doesn't look very red right now.
And you know, I say when sad things happen, Southampton need this, but don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.
Not the Emma Hayes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will cry because
Here comes
it's
Guru
over.
right
Smile because it happened.
I'll cry tears of happiness on the final day stream. Mate, the Champions League final, if we're either there or streaming it looks more likely that we'll be streaming it, but yeah, I will be. If we were to win the Champions League, you will watch me cry. So yeah, if you want to see that, let's hope Chelsea win. Loads of Arsenal fans still in here. Testament to you, because obviously we are Chelsea fans. We are going to be somewhat biased in that respect. Frida Gutierrez saying, terrible first half for Arsenal in such an important match. I couldn't agree more. It just seems to be, I don't know whether it's because their preparations were interrupted. I don't know whether it's just the magnitude of the occasion getting to them, but Arsenal haven't got going here. And well, Chelsea have got it right tactically so far. They're using their wide players really well. They're overloading one side and then switching the ball around to create loads of space on the other side. Canarite's had acres to work with, as had Eva Perisse at times as well. So Chelsea using that right-hand side really effectively by building up on the left-hand side and then switching it around to that right-hand side. And we're going to see it again here as Hampton drills it out wide to Niamh Charles. Now Chelsea players go over to that left-hand side. Buchanan. Under pressure here from Kim Little. And has to go down the line. Picks out Erin Cuthbert, who holds onto the ball well. Buchanan. Isaac Jackson says, come on, you Gunners. Come on, Arsenal. Good to see you, Isaac Jackson. Welcome to the stream. Can't endorse your message, though. Niamh Charles.
There's still time. There's plenty of time. It is only 2. But just the way the game's going, I don't feel that Arsenal will get back in this one. But a lot can change. There's a long way to go. We're looking at just, nearly 60, 70 minutes. Plenty of time for Arsenal to get themselves back in the game. And to be fair, they have started playing some better stuff. And here is Caitlin Ford. She plays it out to Mead on the right-hand side. Back in towards Valty. He's going to put it in the box. Looking for Catlin at the back post. She don't really know why she didn't keep that in. She got to the ball and decided to watch it run out of play. Out for a Chelsea goal kick. Don't know what Catlin was thinking there, but a wasted opportunity for the Gunners.
Eden trying to create a Nuskin chant in chat as well. That's what we love to see. There isn't a Shocker Nuskin chant, is there? Shame. I mean, the amount she's scoring this season, she definitely needs one. But yeah. There now is Hannah Hampton with the goal kick. And I don't think Chelsea could have asked for a better start really here. They're playing with a lot of confidence. They've obviously got the 2 goals already. It's a really good display from Chelsea. It's exactly what the Doctor and Emma Hayes, more importantly, ordered. But yeah. Isaac says Arsenal will win 6-2. That's a hell of a prediction. Leah says Arsenal need Russo on the pitch. Well, that is a controversial one, isn't it? A real tough conversation because Sina Blackstone is Arsenal's top scorer this season. But Russo does seem to offer them a bit more in build-up, so...
I feel like Russo gives them more stranglehold on the game.
Perhaps, yeah, a bit more control. Which in a game like today is a crucial thing, isn't it? No, Arsenal it's been fairly level in possession, but Arsenal just haven't used that to do anything.
No, not at all.
No, they've had 51% possession. It's more possession than Chelsea have had. Yeah. They've had 3 shots to 5. But the difference is Chelsea have created a big chance and scored another goal. And that's led to them being 2-0 up. We're not even 30 minutes in. That's the key difference today. Chelsea's clinicality, Arsenal's wastefulness. It's been the story of the season, really. Other than in that one game at the Emirates. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward here, looking to get back into this one then. Beth Mead will take on Niamh Charles. Charles stands her ground well and actually won it. And it is a goal kick. Really smart defending that from Niamh Charles. Ties Beth Mead in knots, who was trying to dribble around her. Really good stuff. And she stepped up massively this season, Niamh Charles, not only in her performances going forward, as we saw in the opening few games of the season, but also as a defender and as a leader, really, in the absence of Millie Bright.
I'll say that captaincy role suited her very well, and she has provided, has started every single
The
game
only
for
ever
Chelsea.
present for Chelsea.
Exactly. I mean, absolutely phenomenal this season, Niamh Charles. And obviously, when we get our players, when we get everyone back, hopefully they can help her out, share a bit of the workload.
Yeah. Isaac says we're the king of the comeback. We certainly are. 3 in a row, says Strip Bear. Well, we want 4 in a row, isn't it, this year?
Will we win it this year?
It'll be 4 in a row. That's what we're searching for. And Chelsea pulling off what is a brilliant result tonight with 7 absentees, including their most expensive signing, Myra Ramirez, their star player, Sam Kerr, their captain, Millie Bright, their new signing, Natalie Bjorn, Maren Mjelder. We've got Nguyen out as well, and we've got Mia Fischel. It's a long injury list, an extensive injury list, and yet Chelsea still are the stronger side.
Yeah.
Despite all those injuries. Incredible stuff, really. But yeah, hopefully Chelsea can keep it up.
Yes, I think Arsenal will come back in this game. I said a 2-2 draw, so my prediction is still on. But yeah, I think Arsenal will have their chance to get on the score sheet and cause Chelsea some problems.
Yeah. Abdul Jalil Magira Suleimana, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, saying it's a must-win for us, Chelsea. And Chelsea winning the ball high at the pitch here. Here comes Canaride. Has James around her. Might go alone here, Canaride. Takes aim, comes off Nuskin, and it's another fortunate goal for Chelsea, but they won't mind. Chelsea 3, Arsenal 0. 30 minutes played. Chelsea are running riot here. It come off. It was a weird deflection there. I mean, it looked like Canaride may well score anyway, but it comes off the back of Nuskin. And Chelsea go 3 up. And again, Chelsea will engage in a team talk here just to sort of settle, concentrate again, and forget that they're 3 up in this game. But, I mean, Arsenal, the manner in which the goal's been scored is fortuitous, but this all came from Chelsea's brilliant pressing play. Canride won it, and then she drove that ball forward looking for goal, cuts inside, and it's really unfortunate for Arsenal. It's really fortunate for Chelsea, but they count all the same. She was in an onside position, and that will stand.
Well, I mean, everything is going wrong for Arsenal tonight. The first goal was preventable. The third goal deflected off Nuskin's rear, and it's an absolute mess for the Gunners. And we are half an hour through. Chelsea grab a third. We're averaging a goal every 10 minutes. Emma Hayes is delighted. Chelsea can't believe it. And for Arsenal, this is turning into an absolute nightmare. It's unfortunate, but it's also been a terrible display.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as you say, the goal going in was unlucky for them. But why are you trying to play a crossfield ball there on your own halfway line? With only 2 defenders back, you've got a deep indirect free kick, and you're trying to switch it to your left back. I don't have a clue what went through.
And Canaride jumped on it. It was a brilliant interception, and it led to Chelsea scoring. And now here they come again. And it's Lauren James driving it forwards for Chelsea. She might just shoot from here. She will shoot from here. And it almost drops in for Chelsea. Arsenal have got to do something because this could get ugly. This could get really ugly really quickly. Because James is making a mockery of him here. Just driving forwards. She sees Zinsberger a little off her line and thinks, I can do this. I can chip her from here.
This is getting silly. I don't know what I'm watching. I really don't. It's crazy.
Isaac Jackson, who a moment ago was saying Arsenal will come back in this game, has changed his tune quickly here. Probably a reflection of how Arsenal are playing tonight, saying that Arsenal will get revenge in the finals.
I mean, that's going to be a cracking game as well, as Arsenal can bring a fight.
Yeah.
But Chelsea have been dominant so far in everything. And Nuskin's on a double in a higher position. Yeah. Phenomenal goal scorer.
Yeah, Leah says I'm going to the England-Sweden match at Wembley. We're hoping to get some England games. England games for the qualifiers.
Obviously, it's a very, very difficult group. Every game is going to be a great game.
We're hoping to get to the England Republic of Ireland game, but yeah, we'll see. If not, we will be streaming them. That is,
such a Nuskin goal.
She just scores all the time. 6 WSL this season.
She's played right back, centre back,
defensive midfield on 6 goals.
Crazy.
Prolific.
I think she's one of my most underrated players, one of our most underrated signings.
Yeah. Henry says, revenge what? You think Chelsea women will lose the cup final? Yeah, no. We're not doing that. Lauren James going for the Letitia. It was an audacious lob from Lauren James, but if she pulled it up, it would have been one for the record books, really,
At that
wouldn't
point,
it?
I think Arsenal should go home.
I think
That goes in.
I'd have took their socks off and quit.
Yeah.
Here's Hannah Hampton.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it's the fact they're wearing Chelsea's socks.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Eric Johnson says Arsenal women can never do well against Chelsea. Well, they did at the Emirates. It's just at Stamford Bridge or at Kings Meadow. The atmosphere is different, isn't it?
But it's the magnitude of the game.
Yeah.
Arsenal just don't rise to the occasion when things like a title are on the line.
Here's Leia Vauti. Finds Blackstenius now, who picks out Caitlin Ford, driving in on goal. It's brilliant defending from Perisset. Ford fouls her, and Hampton comes and collects the ball. Brilliant stuff.
Super, very smart defender from Perisset. No, Ford has the pace advantage, but uses her body well just to get back in and let the ball run through to Hannah Hampton.
Yeah. Going to the Conti Cup final as well. Well, Leah, enjoy all the football you're attending. Unfortunately, we can't get to the Molyneux for the day, but we will 100% be live on here again. So, again, if you are unable to get to the Molyneux, unable to watch it, you can join us here. Yeah, we've got five consecutive Chelsea games that we're streaming from here.
Isaac there says Russo will be back in France. Russo is available today. What do you think of that? I get why Blackstenius is starting. She's been in really good form. Is their top goal scorer.
Yeah.
But in a game like this, you don't bench your big players. It's the same reason why Emma Hayes hasn't benched Guro Wrighton. Despite the fact she's out of form, Guro Wrighton in games like this is a massive player.
Yeah.
Is that a poor choice on Idaho's part? Has he got it wrong again this season?
I think the difference there is that Wrighton hasn't been poor. She just hasn't been as good as we expect.
But I don't think Bruce did.
Yeah, I guess not.
And that's the thing. I say Arsenal don't rise to the occasion. Is it Arsenal don't rise to the occasion? Is it Idaho doesn't rise to the occasion? Is it a bit of both? It's hard to tell.
There just seems to be that. I know obviously they won the Conti Cup last year, and we'll see how they get on in the Conti Cup final. But there is just that feeling around the club. Whenever they have these big games, they just don't get up from for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. Cannon drives inside here. Now Nuskin, who receives that ball well on the half turn. Cuthbert. Where's this one going to come off her? Back, head, shin. Shin's a bicycle kick home. That would be good. But yeah. Surprise is only 464 subs. Come on, people, please, says Strip Bear. Well, it's 476. So thank you guys so much. Strip Bear, you need to refresh it. But yes, we are.
4 to go now.
I was going to say, we're hoping to hit 500 as soon as possible. Obviously, our main goal is 1,000 for this year. Hoping we could maybe even hit that before the end of the season if we're very lucky, if we keep up with these sorts of numbers.
Trying
to score again.
Winter corner.
And there's Leopold's there. But yeah.
I've got excited.
This comes in the box waiting for it to deflect off her.
There's got to be 24 people out there right now who haven't hit subscribe yet. So if you haven't, please consider doing it. It means a lot. And while we are all enjoying this game together, or we're all watching the games together, I doubt Arsenal fans are enjoying it right now. Plenty of football to be played. A lot of games coming up. We've got the conclusion of the season. We've got the Conti Cup final.
We've got so many streams coming up towards the end of the season.
UWCL. What more could you want?
Yes.
James with the ball into the box. That is
headed away
by Arsenal.
Now Blackstenius. Nick now says, let's get 500 subs by half time. I love your prediction, Nick. Now we've got 7 minutes. But yeah, if we can find 24 subs before half time, that would be incredible.
We do usually have a timer. If you do want to know the exact minute, you just have to ask.
Hampton going long for it. And Wrighton trying to bring that under our control. Here's Pullover. Timothy says, let's keep this up. Yes, indeed, let's keep it up. But yeah, feel free to share the stream, all that sort of stuff. It all helps. Leaving likes, interacting with the content, all that sort of stuff helps us out massively. And we've already gone off another 2 subs. So you guys are absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for your support tonight. And I mean, we're seeing what's happening for Arsenal tonight. McCabe trying to bring that ball under her control. It's a missed touch, and you feel like that confidence.
Yeah.
That belief. It's all gone for Arsenal. So Chelsea throwing now with Charles on the far side.
And if Arsenal get this back, then all we can do is take our hat off and say, fair enough, that was a performance that deserved to win the league. But I just don't see that happening for them.
No. We need Russo and Fox in this game, says Isaac Jackson. Well, is Fox still in America or is she back now? I'm not sure if she's on the bench tonight or not. She has made the bench, Emily Fox, so They do have that option from the bench. They've got Russo. Lacasse is also back as well from Gold Cup action. Freedom Manham, Cooney Cross. They're not short of options this season.
I'm guessing Lacasse is not fit for a whole 90 minutes because Ford.
She has only just come back from Gold Cup.
Ford this season has not cut it, and that is a really good tackle in there from Melanie Leopold.
It's a weird one, isn't it?
Here comes James on the turn.
I've not seen a lot from Ford this season. I know there'll be Caitlin Ford fanatics out there that will hate me for that, but I've not been enamoured by her this season.
Super,
Lauren James, a lovely bit of skill to break away, and she's won a corner. And she's just unstoppable, Lauren James. She's absolutely unstoppable. Arsenal haven't got an answer to any question she poses.
It's incredible.
Like here, you can't stop her. McCabe tries to foul her. I mean, Bounty comes across and does well, but that's only because James is running out of space.
Yeah.
Just incredible stuff. Timothy says, enjoying this as a lot of my friends are Arsenal fans. Yeah, fair enough.
Was actually given a goal kick in the end. Good from Bounty then.
Yeah.
Defendant.
Good stuff from there, Bounty. Charles tries to win the header, falls from McCabe, who's going to go long with it. Buchanan, strong in the header, but it falls again.
Arsenal keep going long.
For Mead, here's Nusken.
But Blacksett isn't going to beat Buchanan or Carter in the air.
Leopold. And Canary tries to poke it to Nusken, one back by Wubben. Yeah, I don't know
exactly.
what.
If you want to play long, you put your Roos up there and get her to hold the ball up. No, just bizarre decision making.
You get Blacksett in behind.
Yeah.
It feels very much like that isn't part of the plan. They're 3-0 down and they're panicking.
Yeah.
The plan today wasn't to lump the ball in the air, but they don't really know what else to do because they can't play it on the ground. As proven here, Nusken picks them off. Here come Chelsea. Lauren James skips past one tackle, waiting for Wrighton to make that wide run. Now just tries to turn Lauren James. She cuts inside, she's brought down on the edge, and it's a really good area for Chelsea, and that's going to be the first yellow of the game.
Okay.
Surely is. She should. Even if she didn't commit a foul, they're going to book her anyway. Preemptive. Yeah. There we go. Kate McCabe, yellow card.
That was coming. That's the third time she's just kind of just thrown a leg at Lauren James. This time, bringing her to the ground.
Yeah.
Very smart from Lauren James, winning the free kick.
Isaac Jackson asks, you guys should try to write the minutes, please. We do usually have a timer here where it says first half. Unfortunately, tonight we haven't been able to set up our timer correctly as we're on new software and stuff. So apologies for that. We will sort it out. At the moment,
for Tuesday.
At the moment, it's playing classical music, so we could put a timer on, but you'll have to listen to a lovely little interlude from Fair Release. So I don't know if it's worth it, but yeah.
There was 3 minutes to the break. So 42nd minute, Perisset over the free kick to make it 4-0 to Chelsea.
But it'll be Wrighton to taking it. It's the top of the net. Guru Wrighton always placing it in the top corner.
She needed that.
That was so close for Guru.
Zinsberger rooted.
She could have taken a little more off that as well. She had that margin there. It's because she's trying to get over the wall that's going to jump.
Which Vouty didn't jump.
Unfortunate there. But yeah, Chelsea's playing some incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. Alexis getting guys. We have them by the scruffs today. This game is ours, just like it was for them at the Emirates.
Don't count your chickens yet. I don't know. Just giving it time. You never know. Football's a funny game. Sometimes we can't afford to rest on our laurels.
Leah says McCabe gets a yellow every game, apart from when she managed to avoid one. Fortunately, I don't know how she doesn't get more reds.
No, she's on 8 now. She's won every other game in the WSL.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if McCabe doesn't see out this game. Gonna be honest, I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest.
Chelsea at 5 laps, she's smashed into that Lauren James.
Or just commits a stupid trip or something like that, despite the fact she's on a yellow. She's on a yellow and we've still got 45 minutes to play in a game where she's gonna get frustrated at the fact they're losing. As far as I'd have asked, she wouldn't come on in the second half because you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Vouty. And for Arsenal playing some good football, here's Lotte Wubben-Moy. And now Leah Williamson switching the play. Catley. Wubben-Moy into Ford. One back by Chelsea. Here is Joanna Wrighton-Canaride. Cuthbert. Perisset. And Ford's all over her there. And that came off Catley, and that will be a Chelsea throw.
Really good use of her body there from Lauren James to draw the throw.
Leah says, can't wait for Emma Hayes to be gone. Arsenal fans not delighted by the first half here. Uguayi Justine says, why live score is still giving us 2-0? Not sure. But yeah, don't worry. We've got the correct score. I can tell you that much. We've been watching the game. So I'm fairly sure it's right. But yeah. Sorry now for Chelsea. But yeah. Really, really good stuff. You couldn't have asked for a better start here for Chelsea, could you? Kind of right.
No.
Well, 4-0. But yeah. 3 additional minutes as well in this first half then. And Steph Catley goes down here, holding her knee. And yeah, perhaps just giving Arsenal a moment. I mean, they've got 3 minutes left this half. It's not like this long for them to hold on, but a Chelsea corner now. But yeah. Sadness comes and Emma Hayes packaging for other teams. She's off to help the US team. It's going to be interesting to see how they get on, because obviously the US were a massive failure at the last World Cup. Now we've still got 3 years till the next World Cup. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how they get on there. We've also seen as well, while we wait for Steph Catley to receive some treatment, England set to prepare a bid for the 2031 Women's World Cup.
I have seen that. That would be a massive step. Obviously, last time England hosted a World Cup in the men's World competitions was 1966.
I was say, it's been 6 years since our
what happened
last
then?
senior
We won
international tournament hosting.
What happened when we hosted the Women's Euros? We won it.
Exactly that. But yeah. Last time I hosted a senior international World Cup
since
1966.
It would be incredible.
So yeah. Should be good stuff. Reynaldo says a good message saying the men's team need to learn from these women. They certainly do.
Well, Chelsea take the corner then.
Parasay, here is Lauren James. She's just going to go for a dribble. Now she's going to take a shot and it just curls over the bar.
Another decent error from Lauren James, though. Just gets too much on it. Gets underneath it a little bit too much. But only a couple minutes now left of this first half. Idaval with a lot to think about.
Ruben Moy. Now Williamson as Arsenal will bring that ball forwards. The Undertaker, CFC says James reminds me of Hazard. I think there's some strong comparisons there. The way she puts this team on her back at times.
She glides.
Exactly.
Exactly like Edin did.
The ball sticks to her feet and she glides across the field.
Like, look at that goal that Hazard scored against Arsenal in where he took
the similarities to the goal. I know, obviously, Hazard's one to come flying off the keeper.
I could see her again, just pick the ball out of her own half and just running through 5 players and thinking it over Zinsberger.
Yeah.
And of course, Chelsea fans will never forget Emma Hayes. Ever.
Oh, no.
I might get a shrine.
Yes, I've got dementia.
No,
I'll
even
never
then.
forget. She'll be the only thing I remember.
Dementia.
But yeah, an absolute legend of Chelsea. And it'll be fantastic to see her depart with a quadruple. A lot of football to play, though. There's a lot more physicality than Hazard's as nickname. Yeah, she certainly does. That is something in her game where she can just muscle anyone off the ball, see off any sort of tackle. But Hazard was like that in a sense. He didn't look physically imposing, but he was a very tough player.
Yeah.
And that he wouldn't go down easily. I think we don't really have in the modern game. Wingers now just throw themselves.
Players like LJ, players like that do take the battering. Because they're that good.
Gururayan keeps that in touch, and Williamson all over her and brings her down. And she can't believe it's a foul. Oh no, it's been given against Wrighton there, which I'm surprised about. She can't believe it either, which I'm in that camp.
Sure.
Yeah. Here is Steph Catley. Now Ruben Moy. All coming forwards for Arsenal. Palova. Now it's a messy job in the corner here as Chelsea just trying to win the ball back, and now Charles does. And that will be the end of the first half here. Chelsea 3, Arsenal 0. A dominant display from the Blues, from the WSL leaders, as they impose their inferiority on their local rivals. Goals from Lauren James and a fortunate brace for Shock and Nusken see them lead 3-0 at the break. It's a shock for Arsenal. It's a shock result for everyone involved. I mean, how are we here?
I don't know.
How has that happened?
I don't know. And we spoke of when we had that delay, and we spoke about how this game was going to be, was so highly anticipated, was so exciting, was such a good prospect. We thought we were going to get a brilliant, cagey, energetic, competitive affair, and we've seen the complete opposite. Chelsea have come out and played with class. Arsenal are miles behind in this game. Chelsea have blown them out of the water.
Yeah.
And now either of our sides face a very uphill task.
However, we can't afford to rest on our laurels. There are still 45 minutes of football to play. Anything can happen in that time. A lot can change in that time, and Chelsea have to do their best to not be affected by the fact they're already 3 goals to the good here, and keep that concentration level to the maximum. This game is going to require a strong effort in the second half. Arsenal will not go down without a fight. Eidevall is going to change something at half time, whether that's personnel, whether that's tactics. Something has to change for Arsenal, and Chelsea have to be ready to counter that change, to adapt to that change, and to make sure it's not an issue in that second half.
Yeah,
Can't afford to rest in this match.
That's the problem. What does Eidevall say? Because they've done the motivational bit beforehand. They've done the inspirational, this is your game moment. He's put the team out there. They're all ready to go firing. 45 minutes later, they're 3-0. What could he possibly say now that is going to get Arsenal to go out in there in the second half and score 4 goals?
It's got to be a grilling, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It can't be any less. You wouldn't expect any less from Emma Hayes. It would be you're playing for Chelsea Football Club. This is the standard. You're not meeting it. And I think Eidevall's got to give something similar to that. There's a standard at Arsenal. The players out there, quite frankly, have embarrassed themselves in an important match for their season. This would keep their title dreams alive, yet they've done nothing to suggest they're deserving of being in a title fight, which is disingenuous to themselves because they've been so strong this season. But today, they've been outnumbered, outplayed, and they look like a side that just cannot compete on the level of Chelsea.
Yeah. I honestly, if I saw this game for the first time, I wouldn't say it's between the top, 2 challengers in the league. It's incredible. Yeah. There's such a gulf in class. It is ridiculous. And Arsenal, I don't know what it is. They need to sort out this reoccurring occasion where in the biggest games of the season, they don't arrive.
Because we're looking at a cup final in 3 weeks' time. If Arsenal don't turn up for that one, it's going to be a similarly disappointing result for them. A similarly, seemingly easy result for Chelsea. So I do think there is a lot to think about there for Arsenal, a lot for Eidevall to unpack. And there'll be a lot of work that goes in over the next few weeks to make sure they are up to scratch for the cup final. But they've got 45 minutes here. And they can't afford damage limitation. They've got to go for it.
Yeah.
There's no point here holding on and making sure they only lose 3-0. They've got to go for it. And if they lose 5-0, they lose 5-0. But they've got to come out the second half with an intent of scoring 4 goals.
Yeah. And they have to come out all guns blazing for the kill. If they come out and play like that and they concede another 3, lose going 6-0, fair enough. But if they come out and score 4, that is going to be the greatest comeback in WSL history.
And will put them right into the title fight.
And the momentum they'd carry, the adrenaline will be phenomenal. Even if they get a point from this position, that is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
So it's nothing to lose now for Arsenal. For Chelsea, it is keep your concentration and keep this result as it is. But honestly, I think there'll have to be a massive shift in game state or mentality.
I think unless there's a red card or something like that, I don't see Chelsea throwing away from here, or at least I hope not. Obviously, if Chelsea can score 3 in one half, there's no reason Arsenal can't score 3 in another. So the game is far from done, and Arsenal have shown this season they can score 3 goals in the second half against Chelsea. So this game is far from done, but Chelsea are in a very, very strong position. Anyway, thank you guys, by the way, for your support this evening. We are now on 482 subscribers. That is a gain of over 40 subs today, which has been absolutely impeccable. If you could subscribe. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Get us close to 500. We aim to hit 500 by the end of the month. If we could achieve that tonight, that would be incredible. So keep subscribing if you haven't already. And that will help us out more than you guys can imagine. But we're going to watch back through the goals here. We're going to talk about them all in detail. We're going to talk about the highlights from that first half. So let's have a look at this James goal then. Arsenal leave her in so much space. Catty does well to get back in. James then takes it past her. And you've got to have question marks around the goalkeeping again. This week, Arsenal linked with a move for Daphne van Domselaar. Obviously, after a move last summer and in January, fell apart for Mary Earps. I do think perhaps a goalkeeper is missing. While I don't think a lot of the mistakes decision have been on Zinsberger, you've got to be doing better there. That's a fact.
That is a mistake that a top quality goalkeeper can't be making.
No. That's got to be pushed away. That's got to be saved. That's got to be kept out, really.
100%. 100%. And then the second two, they're a bit unfortunate for Arsenal. I think the first one is just a bit of smart play from Nuskin to anticipate that a couple of shots go
brilliant from Lauren James. Just kept twisting and turning, found herself in this pocket, and then look at the acres that Guro Wrighton's in on the left-hand side. Rips the ball in, doesn't come to anything. Cuthbert's on the edge. I thought she was about to just drive this home, but it's touched in by Nuskin. And a great goal for Chelsea. This is, though, what I'm talking about when they drag players in. Lauren James over the movement has dragged 3 players across. Yeah. This means everyone comes across. This means Guro Wrighton is in acres. And McCabe is ball watching, not following Guro Wrighton, and it means Chelsea move up the pitch. And then, I mean, it's fortuitous how they get the goal, but it wasn't undeserved. Good stuff from Chelsea. Good goal. And then the third goal, yes, the finish was fortunate, but this was brilliant from Canaride. Terrible from Leah Williamson. No idea what she's trying to do there. Canaride picks up on the ball. I thought she was going to score. It looked like this was going to go in anyway. Comes off Nuskin's arse, goes the other way, bounces past Zinsberger, who's left stricken in between the Arsenal sticks.
But it's a terrible decision making, and Arsenal just... I can't explain it. Why Williamson's trying that crossfield ball, I don't know. And then the other two were again just sloppy, and it's really poor. In a game like this, to play the way they've played is embarrassing. It really is, and it's been a really, really convincing game for Chelsea. And unless Arsenal come out with something incredible in the second half, I think it's a Chelsea game.
Fun tagline from Sky to start the half time of Soccer Punch. I'm going to take a quick moment before we get into the second half. I've got 6 minutes. I'll be back in a second. Before that, though, I'm going to pose you a question. How do Arsenal turn it around? Feel free to answer that. Chat, if you've got any thoughts on that, get them in the live chat and speak to Harry. I'll be back with some stuff in
it is a mammoth task. It is an absolutely mental task if Arsenal want to get themselves back into this football game. But they're going to have to do it somehow. I think first, Eidevall has to come up with some incredible team talk. It's going to motivate. It's got to cultivate his players to go out there and score 4 goals. There has to be personnel change as well. Arsenal can, after that performance, Arsenal cannot send out the same 11 they just did. I'd expect to see Russo, possibly Lacasse, possibly Manham. They have to come out and with a different team. They cannot come out with the same 11. If not, they might as well say, we'll go home, give Chelsea the points now. They have to come out with a fresh... You've got 5 changes. I'd use 2 or 3. I really would. It was not good enough. Send a message, Jonas Eidevall, that wasn't good enough from an Arsenal standard. They have to change the personnel. Tactically, I don't think there's been a problem tactically. It's just been sloppiness. And really sloppy. They need to get... If you bring the likes of Russo on, and the likes of the Cats, they can get you the ball up the pitch. They can give you control of this game, and really give you... And once you get control, once you get a stranglehold of this game, Arsenal can then push on and try and get something out of it. So that's what they've got to do. They just need to try and gain some control back in this game, and then go from there. Because at the moment, they are getting played off the park by Chelsea just because Chelsea are in full control. Arsenal are just... They don't stand a chance. It's incredible. And if they don't get a hold of this game, they're in big trouble. So, overall, they need to buck their ideas up. But will it change much? I don't think so. I think the damage is already done. I think Chelsea have already got this in the bag. And I don't know. I just don't see Arsenal finding the perfect solution to get back into this game. But who knows? I could be surprised. Chelsea will know that's a possibility. They won't rest on their laurels. Emma Hayes will make sure there's no complacency creeping in for Chelsea. They have to watch that. And Henry saying, always the Blues, this league is ours. Chelsea would definitely be in the driving seat if they can hold on today, but obviously Man City still play a part. If they beat Brighton on Sunday, they'd still be joint top with us, and at that point it is still all to play for. You can never count yourself. You can never count yourself in a very good position in the WSL. When it is this competitive, you always have to have your guard up, always be prepared for whatever will be thrown at you.
Don't count your chickens until they're hatched. Wise words, Harry. But yeah, I'm confident at this point in the WSL season. I know we're still level on points with Manchester City. I know it's at this rate going to come down to goal difference, but I believe in Chelsea. I believe this side could do anything. I really hope we can compete on all fronts this season. I think the Continental Cup final in a few weeks is going to be very interesting. I'm confident Chelsea could win that.
Mm-hmm.
The Women's FA Cup, I think the draw is really nice for us now that Arsenal and City are both out. And the fact we've got United should hand us a fairly nice final if we can beat United, which we should be able to do. We then got the Champions League, which is going to be the most difficult one in the WSL. Obviously, both very difficult. I just think there is more chance City drop points than Chelsea drop points throughout this season. So I think Chelsea, in that regards, still are favourites. And then the Women's Champions League, it's going to be between Chelsea and Barcelona, we expect. Who wins that semi-final? And then, obviously, depending on how strong Lyon are in the final, who can win in that game. So we expect. Obviously, anything can happen. Barcelona could be knocked out. Could they? Who knows?
Christmas could come early.
Yeah, I was going to say, hell could freeze over. You never know. Crazy things have happened. But I think it's going to be a very interesting end to the season, to say the least. But yeah, it's going to be good. Amen. We will have that Champions League, says Henry. We want that Champions League, says Strip Bear. Just then, Barcelona. They're very good, aren't they? I mean, Giraldez, you've got to give him his props, and you've got to give that side their props. They've been very, very good. And, very merited in their successes so far.
Very much so.
So, yeah. Anyway, we have a moment, or about a minute until we're back underway for another 45 minutes of exciting WSL title race action. Chelsea versus Arsenal should be incredible. So, yeah. I mean, I'm excited for it. I don't know how you couldn't be.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see he's got to make changes. As I said, he's got to make changes. I'm intrigued to see how many. We might see 1 or 2. He might be, if he's that angry, we could see 4. But you never know.
I think it'll be 2 or 3 for me.
I said 2 or 3.
I think he'll want to make a statement. Really.
Oh, it's Sky Sports Cup final.
Oh, yeah, sponsored, haven't they?
Yeah.
But yeah. Barca is so strong, we wouldn't like to meet them, says Henry. Yeah,
that looks like 3 or 4. Difficult. Arsenal are making changes, and a lot of them.
The whole squad. They've subbed off everyone.
And Manham.
Only 2 changes.
And
Russo, so 3 changes, yeah. That's huge. That is huge. Fox on at right back, Manham on into attack midfield, Russo to lead the line. You would assume that means it's Little...
Could we change
Blackstenius.
If Blackstenius didn't come off.
Did you not?
Front? I don't know.
Right. But we would assume Little, Blackstenius, Catley off. McCabe goes to left back, or maybe McCabe off because she's on a yellow, and she'll probably get sent off.
Yeah.
If you don't sub her off instantly.
Hopefully we'll find out soon. But it's hard to go to an outbreak.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it won't be long. So yeah, good stuff in that first half. Hopefully more of the same is to follow as we're about to get underway here for the second half here at Stamford Bridge. Raxanius, Palova, Catley off, Russo, Manham, Fox on. It will be Russo to knock it back for Arsenal to get us underway. Once Welsh is happy to get started here. Not sure what the hold up is. Socks. Allows us more socks. Just found some red ones. Welsh now will look down at her watch. Blows the whistle, Russo knocks it back, and we're underway. 45 minutes to go in this Crunch WSL title race, London Derby fixture. All the connotations and permutations possible in this one. It's an incredible game. Everything on the line at the moment. Chelsea pipping Arsenal 3-0. Feels harsh. Well, I was going to say pipping. They're not. They've been the much better side here. Here's Fox, though. Russo holds it up well, and this is where the game can be changed. Not if she's going to pass it like that, though, as Fox has to do some work to recover it. James now will press Williamson, goes back to Zinsberger. Now Wubben bringing it forwards, gives it out wide to McCabe. And that's going to go through towards Russo, but Buckingham will knock it out of play. With all due respect, says Arsenal used to have a better coach. What did they do with him? They must show them who's boss. Yeah. Emma Hayes is incredible. They used to have Laura Harvey, didn't they? Arsenal. A few years ago, and they were really strong. Obviously, she departed for the US. I think it's been Idavar since then. And he's never really had the measure of Emma Hayes. I know they beat Arsenal managed to win in the Conti Cup last season, and a few WSL games, but they've not beaten them to a title in recent years under Idavar. So, yeah, that Emma Hayes winning machine steaming towards another title, and that is one hell of an effort from McCabe from range, just wide of the mark, though.
Yeah, I think it says a lot that Arsenal have only won the Conti Cup in Idavar's reign. With that squad, that should be better. They should have won more.
Yeah.
But, as you said, they can't seem to get the measure of Emma Hayes and Chelsea. And that's their best effort so far. This game was McCabe from about 25 yards out. Really not been good enough.
Yeah. Ball forwards, headed away by Leah Williamson. That comes off Beth Mead, and Idavar's complaining there because there was a bit of a push there on Mead, who's fallen into the bench. Lauren James coming over to apologise. And Mead will receive some treatment. Luckily, the physio is right there on the scene because she fell into his lap. And Idavar now trying to have a word with Welsh. She's walked away from him. So, no more from Idavar.
One way dealing with it, isn't it?
But yeah. I don't think there was much in that. It's just that her momentum's taken her into the bench.
Well, they saved, to be fair.
Also, yeah, I'm not sure what she's injured, really. But yeah. We were Moy. Sadie do ask what the score is. It's 3-0 Chelsea. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Sadie. Here is Lotta Wubben-Moy. McCabe, Valti goes down the line, and Caitlin Ford, can she keep it in touch? She can. Perisset sticking with her though. Manages to get in front of her, and then Canaride comes away with the ball. And that's a lovely bit of skill to catch her out. Lovely job from Canaride. Perisset tries to play into Nuskin. Loses the ball though. Now Arsenal playing it around on the edge. Manham back towards Ford. Perisset does well. Wins the ball. Ford shoves her over. And that will be a foul. Just wondering, is Emma Hayes going to take her backroom staff to the US? We really need some continuity. Not sure what's happening with the men's team. Or not what's happening with the men's team. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I believe Denise Reddy is going, and the
other one's staying.
I can't think of his name, but the bloke is staying.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what his name is.
Which makes sense. Denise Reddy and Emma Hayes have been everywhere together. I mean, that's the thing, we're going to miss them both. I don't know who else is going, but we've miss them both who love. Denise has been absolutely brilliant. Yeah. Obviously, she stepped up last year for in the managerial role when Emma Hayes was out with medical issues. And Denise...
Wrighton can't quite get to the ball as Emily Fox stops. So huge tackle from Erin Cuthbert. Erin Cuthbert doing Erin Cuthbert things.
Yeah, both we missed a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Obviously, a lot of the physios and that will stay the same, and the operations at Chelsea will be somewhat similar. However, I do think that whoever comes in deserves to be able to bring in some of their guys because, it makes them feel more comfortable. It means that there's people there that know how to work under whoever it is that comes in.
I'm really intrigued to see Chelsea appoint.
Well, yeah, because obviously Giraldes would have been perfect, but it looks like is he confirmed at Washington Spirit, or it's all but confirmed?
Yeah.
I mean, Sonia Bonpasteur is probably the next best option. Whether that, I mean, obviously, if that was going to happen, they're not going to announce that until after the season, given that Chelsea and Lyon could still play in the Champions League final against each other. So I can understand in that regard why discussions haven't perhaps taken place, at least in the public space, and why nothing's been announced yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chelsea obviously, I'm sure they will be working on that. That is the most important thing for this summer. I think the squad's in a really good place right now, where we've shown we can handle injuries like the ones to Kerr, like the one to Fischel, and now even to Ramirez. You know, players have stepped up and played in that striker role. So I think we're in a really strong position. But yeah, oh yeah, you guys just reminded me she did a good job in Emma's absence. Yeah, so we had I can't think of the bloke's name now, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to Google it. But Denise Reddy, very good. She will be going with Emma Hayes, but
Shame, love them both.
yeah,
I can't remember. As I said, I can't remember his name, but he stays so he can make it smoother. He can make the transition smooth for Chelsea because
Paul Green,
having a familiar face in there like Paul will help with the transition with the team because it's going to be difficult. It's going to be really difficult because some of these players haven't played under a different manager other than Emma Hayes, you know, and obviously with Denise Reddy going as well, it's going to be big misses for both. But hopefully Paul and his merry men will have enough. See us through.
Merry Men. Who's Paul's Merry Men?
No, just Paul being Paul.
It's just Paul.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Anyway. 40 minutes to play in this game. 40 minutes for Chelsea to see out.
It does feel like that, doesn't it? Just see out.
Yeah. It's not go and score 5. It's let's get the 3 points on the table.
Get 3, really. Or maybe they might. Here comes Russo.
Good challenge from Lauren James, and Russo stops in her tracks. Charles can't get out. Here's Williamson. Arsenal definitely look better in this second half. They're putting a lot more pressure on Chelsea. Obviously, Chelsea's emphasis has changed as well. They've not got so many players committed to the attack. They're much more defensive now. Perisset with a good tackle. That seems like a soft foul. And then Ford, giving Perisset a shove for good measure. Would escape punishment there, seemingly. Somewhat lucky.
Very lucky.
That's, I guess, on reflection, that's definitely a foul, but that's a shove. So, yeah, fortunate not to go in the book there.
Yeah.
Maybe she's learnt from the Katie McCabe book of avoiding going in the book.
Yeah. Do it and just run away and act innocent.
Yeah. We'll just do it with the rest not watch.
Speaking of McCabe or Mead, both over this ball to cross it into the box.
Obviously, if VAR existed, McCabe would not see out a game.
Oh no, not at all.
Free kick now for Arsenal. Mead. Looking to whip one in. It's not a bad ball at all. Wibben Moy gets ahead to it, but it looks more like a defensive clearance than a header on goal.
Not
goes wide.
What she was hoping for.
Goal kick now for Chelsea. Hampton. And she'll look to play it out from this goal kick. Ball out wide, and that's going to run through to Perisset, who will keep it in touch. Chelsea coming forwards now. Goes inside to Nusken, who has to stretch to get there. Nusken to Canaride, bursting forwards. Canaride in on goal! Huge stop from Zinsberger. James now trying to win it. Wubben-Moy gets a rash clearance away. Huge one for Chelsea, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that could decide the game, ultimately. 3 goals isn't impossible to come back from. 4 goals, though, they're much more difficult.
Brilliant from Canaride. Superb. The way she picks the ball up from Nusken and just powers through the Arsenal defence. But a really good save from Zinsberger to deny it. Not much Canaride did wrong there. Went for the right shot as well. Tried to dink it over her. Not quite paying off. Big save from the keeper.
Perhaps could have looked around her, because then either she's going to get wiped out or she's got an open goal. But I wouldn't. I'm not going to take any issue with that shot choice. Just try and lift it over the rushing Austrian. Williamson. Arsenal happy to be in possession. By the way, thank you. We're on 486 subscribers. 14 to go, everybody. Could we do it before the end of the stream? Would be incredible.
36 minutes to go in this game.
16 subs. One every other minute would do
14, no?
Yes, 14, sorry, yeah. Terrible maths.
Even short amount of time, even more time.
So if you could help us out, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Chelsea with a throw in now. Charles looking to go down the line. Flick on isn't there. Leopold tries to keep it up in the air. Here's Charles. Goes down the line, and Lauren James thought she might chase after that, but that's going to go through to Zinsberger. With all due respect, says just to float a few names aside from Bonpaster, who else do you guys look at as a worthy Emma replacement? I think Casey Stoney is another one I could definitely see. I think she is... Obviously, she's got former WSL experience, not a load of WSL experience, but enough. She's got the... she's done quite well out in the NWSL. I would have said Laura Harvey. I just don't see a former Arsenal manager coming in and managing Chelsea. I don't think that works. We're replacing our best manager ever. Arguably the best WSL manager ever. It's like the Ferguson appointment. When he left Manchester United, United have struggled for years to find a replacement. I hope Chelsea don't, have that same issue. The key difference here is that most of Chelsea's squad will stay. We might see players like I think we could see Carter go. I think this would definitely be Berger's last year, and by naturally you'd expect her to leave as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Fran and Mjelder went as well.
Yeah.
Just because I don't see them starting many minutes next season. But a lot of the core will stay the same. You've got Lauren James, who's going to be a fantastic footballer for years to come. Arguably the best. I think she will become the best in the world, if not already. I think you could make a strong argument for her being the best in the WSL this season. And I think if Khadija Shaw wasn't there, it would be a very strong argument.
Yeah.
But
wait, Lacasse came on for Ford during all of that. So 10 minutes into the second half,
Mead goes over to the...
has seen enough.
Yeah, Mead goes over to the opposite flank, and Lacasse will come on this near side onto the right wing. So a slight readjustment, and with 35 minutes to go, Arsenal have used 4 subs.
Says a lot, doesn't it?
It
Says
does.
a lot.
They got 1 stoppage and 1 sub left.
Yeah.
So they've thrown it all on there now. There's not a lot more Arsenal can do.
No, not at all.
Yeah, it doesn't names with all due respect. I would say Casey Stoney. Obviously, I would have said Hirades. Doesn't seem like that's going to happen. There's not a load out there. How do you replace a world-class manager? There's no one better than Emma Hayes. That's the issue. It's just about finding who's most similar, who's closest. Yeah, I know people have said, a few international names. I don't like the thought of hiring someone who's predominantly coached international football.
Yeah.
Because it's not the same.
No.
You don't have... It's a very different...
Huge risk.
Yeah. It's a very different job. So, it's very difficult to assess.
Yeah, you feel like those 3 Chelsea goals in the first half are kind of taking the drama out this tie.
The sting out, yeah. Because it feels now like a blunt Arsenal side trying to penetrate Chelsea, and a Chelsea team that are simply too strong and
Chelsea aren't about scoring more goals.
But also because there's not a desperate nature to their defence, they can be calm.
Yeah,
because they're 3-0 up. If they concede another one, maybe then let's think about what's going on here. How many minutes, please? It's the 58th minute of the game. Isaac Jackson, 58, about to be 20 seconds away from 59. Yeah, again, apologies about the time of tonight. We will get that sorted before next stream. Hopefully we don't have any fur Elise.
So I know how to sort it. I just can't do it while we're live.
Oh, okay. There we go. So that will be sorted for next stream. I have to hum fur Elise instead. Little fox. Towards Lacasse. Buckingham will see her off.
Oh, super.
Really good. I was about to comment on how good a performance has been from Khadija Buchanan today.
And she needs it. She really
Fox
does.
wins it off Charles, and she drives inside. She's changed the game as well, Fox. The attacking intent's just changed, hasn't it? And now Carter will get that clear.
Much improved from recent weeks. Probably one of the best performances I've seen from her in a Chelsea shirt. The only thing that can make this game better is if we can get Guro right on the score sheet, because she needs a goal badly.
Yeah. Bringing Macario to finish the job, says Ronaldo.
Got that?
Yeah.
I didn't forget. No, forget
Would be nice to see Kat Macario get on again this evening.
Oh, that's a soft one.
I was going to say, McCabe's just No, it's not McCabe, it's Valti.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was soft. But yeah, any other subs we could see happening?
For Chelsea, I'd expect to see Aggie. I think because you got to remember we have so many games coming up. So we've got 5 in March.
We could look to rest tonight.
I look at Macario. I look at Aggie Weaver-Jones. I look at Hermano.
Kankovic?
Yeah,
Frank
Kankovic
Kirby?
as well. It really depends what kind of side Emma's thinking about putting out on Tuesday night.
For me, maybe not Fran, because I think she could start Champions League.
That's the thing. I think it has to be a strong side. Get the tie done in the first leg. And it's not an easy game.
Away from home as well. Yeah, well claimed by Hannah Hampton. That ball into the box.
Just put out your experienced side. Hopefully come away with a 2-0, 3-0 win. And then
For me,
we can just rest.
Personally, I'd want it to be more comfortable.
Yeah.
To really be able to rest in the second leg. But, yeah. It would be nice to be able to rotate at least in the second leg. But, yeah. Sebastian Fernandez went to the stream asking
Lauren James in.
why to watch it for free. I don't think you can. Lauren James in on goal. She's tried to be too nonchalant about that finish.
Yeah.
And a good save from Zinsberger. Here's Charles.
Over, but again, the goalkeeper denying Chelsea.
Charles tries to take on Lacasse and loses it. Lacasse will come away with the ball, and here come Arsenal. Manham. Here's Valti. McCabe. Russo. And it's blocked, and really good stuff. Really good stuff from Hampton. Sebastian says how to watch it online and free. I don't think you can, but you can follow along here, Sebastian, and we will commentate over it. Isaac Jackson says Arsenal will draw 3-3. I'm not sure they will, Isaac. With all due respect, says Bompasteur's advantage, though it's her Champions League experience with this team. I can see her winning it a couple times. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what Bompasteur would do with this side, because obviously she's played quite a narrow shape with Leon this season, if I'm not mistaken, to fit in Kadi Diatal, Diani, and Ada Hegerberg, and Eugene Le Sommer. So they've played quite a narrow shape, I believe, which does therefore beg the question what she's going to do with this Chelsea side, because you have got 2 world-class strikers in...
Ramirez and Kerr.
Yeah, sorry. Completely blanked on the names there. Myra Ramirez and in Sam Kerr. So does she opt for something similar to what we've seen with her this season? So last time out they played a 4-3-3, so we know that can work. We know they could play that. They're actually playing right now, and again it's a 4-3-3 with Gianni on the left, Katakuna on the right. So we should see what will probably be a similar shape. I guess the thing is with the English divisions, I think there's enough games where you can and enough competitions for Chelsea where you can rotate Ramirez and you can rotate Kerr and even give Fischel enough minutes, I think. So it should be all right in that respect.
Maybe.
Free
kick for Chelsea here. Buchanan on the floor. Hopefully it's okay. Chelsea do not know yet once she get back to her feet with the help of Rebecca Welch. And yeah, Manham just going for the ball, trips her up, kicks her at the ball, and then accidentally kicks the ball into her face as she falls over.
Yeah. The other advantage as well with Bompasteur, she's worked with a handful of these players. She worked with Kat Macario at Lyon. She worked with Ashley Lawrence. She worked with Khadisha Buchanan. So it's not like she doesn't know any of the squad.
No.
And it's not like you're inheriting a squad you don't know. Everyone knows the Chelsea team. Everyone knows all the players. It's a quality side.
On bench Lauren James, is she?
Yeah. And the thing is, the blueprint's there.
Yeah.
You stick with the 4-3-3. You play the same system. You're going to win titles.
Yeah.
And she seems to be a good enough motivator. I mean, she's won loads of Champions Leagues.
I trust her, yeah.
I think she knows what she's doing. Charles. So I think she's the ideal candidate. And I think I think she'd be intrigued. I think it's something she'd be interested in.
And then you put the shoe in the other foot. Who did Leon replace her with?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Possibly. I mean, they could look at NWSL. The problem is with the Ligue 1, it's not as competitive a division.
Yeah.
So, don't forget Macario, I tell you, once she's fully fit, we have an amazing player there. Even injured, she looks brilliant. So,
she can have one leg and still back in the score.
That Macario looks phenomenal. And it's going to be interesting to see how it fits. Does Lauren James... I mean, Lauren James could play anywhere, which helps. But does Guro Wrighton? I think there's serious question marks there. I think the
unlucky customer could be Mia Fischel.
Well, you look at the starting 11. you would assume that Sam Kerr and Lauren James for the biggest games are undroppable.
Yeah.
But then if it was a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 type shape, you've got two more positions, possibly the wide areas, possibly attack midfield, to fit Macario, Canaride, Wrighton, and Ramirez if you want to shoehorn her in. But we're probably talking about 3 players there. I think Wrighton is at serious risk of being dropped in that situation because you've got Kat Macario, who looks incredible,
Especially
and
the
you've
season
got
that Wrighton
well,
had.
exactly, and you've got Joanna Wrighton Canaride, who I have to say she's been one of the best players in WSL this year. Her
Yeah.
performances perhaps go under the radar quite a bit because she's not as star player, as flashy as Lauren James is, but she's still a
Yeah.
phenomenal footballer. And I think I do think in some respects she isn't given the kudos she deserves.
Yeah.
Nasir Mohammed says it would have been nice to get the Barca coach, but he's going to America. Yes, Girardes headed to Washington Spirit, which is going to be an interesting thing to see how they get on. I believe that is the side that Trinity Rodman plays for, I think.
Yeah.
It's either Rodman or Smith. I can't remember who it is, but I can Google it.
Charles chipped up there by Lacasse, and Lacasse is going to receive a yellow card for that foul. Reckless tackle there.
Yeah, it's Trinity Rodman. But yeah, be interesting to see how they get on.
Yeah, just careless there from Lacasse, but no intent of playing the ball. Going to be a yellow card every day of the week.
It is weird for Grouders to go to a 13th place, I think it was 13th, 8th place side last season, the end of his sale, over the champions. But I guess he's been paid a hell of a lot of money.
And he's probably good enough to sort that ship around.
Yeah, if they've got the money, he can bring in the players. You'd imagine there'll be a few Barca players that go over with him.
See a bronze heading out there?
Maybe. Obviously, if we saw Bronze go, we'd see Walsh go. No. Are those two?
No,
I can't remember.
I don't think so.
Are they just friends?
I think it's friends. Just I do lose track of it sometimes.
Yeah. Because they're also friendly anyway.
Yeah.
Difficult to remember who's in a
Oh,
relationship
what
with
a
who.
ball
Here
that
comes
is.
Guro Wrighton.
That's even more direct.
Brilliant from Guro Wrighton. Oh, wow, that's
What
brilliant.
a save.
What a save from Zinsberger. Falls to
Again.
Canaride. She strikes across goal and she gets across it well, Zinsberger. She's
Much
had a
better
really,
than
really strong
Wrighton.
second half.
Yeah, that's the third time Chelsea should have made it 4-0, but really good from Gura right down the left-hand side to beat Emily Fox. It's a great ball across, and I don't think Canary does much wrong. It's really good anticipation from Zinsberger to get in front of that, and again, for the third time, Lauren James had a chance one-on-one, so did Canary, and Canary had another one there, all been saved by Manuela Zinsberger, keeping this game at 3-0. But I thought Guru had done too much here, but really smart cut back there. Great.
It should have been a goal.
Oh,
Should have gone across goal. Zinsberger's expecting it to come to that post. Should have gone back across Zinsberger because she wouldn't have been able to react in time. Carter. Hampton. Charles. That's that run across the body, and now will drive down this left-hand side and playing a long ball forwards. Chelsea won't mind that at this stage.
No,
it's not gone. It's gone straight back to Arsenal, but it's killed 30 seconds to a minute. As Arsenal now have to bring that ball back forwards. Nasir says Bronze is the most likely. Walsh is younger and would want to be settled. Yeah, that is true. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Bronze return to the WSL soon. So she might be thinking, a couple years in the US, head back, maybe join Liverpool again. It's Liverpool where she came through, right, Lucy Bronze?
I think so, yeah.
Or she went to City, I think.
Corner to Arsenal. Neve Charles has gone down in off the ball. Hopefully she's okay.
Well, it's Everton and then Liverpool. So she could join either of those again. I don't think you go back to Everton then after being at Liverpool.
No.
So, yeah.
You expect Chelsea to make a change here.
Yeah, you don't risk
But
Neve
Charles,
Charles.
no, clearly not happy with something.
Is Lawrence on the bench tonight?
Yeah.
Isaac says, my words, Russo will score a hat-trick. We can mark him, Isaac. I don't think it's going to matter a lot, but the fact she's just handed over the captain's armband implies that is the end of Neve Charles' evening.
And that is going to head in the direction of Jess Carter, probably. No. Erin Cuthbert.
That's what I have to say. So it'll probably be actually Lawrence coming on here.
Yeah.
Good, really good performance. Led well, Neve Charles. Let's
Hopefully Neve Charles
wrap her up in bubble wrap for
Yeah.
Tuesday night.
Yeah, Ashton's going to come on as just a solo change.
Yeah, at the moment here to look forward. Do join us on Tuesday night as Chelsea have their first leg of their quarter-final in the Champions League against Ajax. We will be live, or I'll be live, from 5:30. So make sure to tune in. Should be a good one. 5:45 kickoff. Hopefully we're set for a good game. Ball in from McCabe, and Hampton rises highest and claims it before going to ground.
Very smart from Hannah Hampton. She's had a good game. Not much to do, but what she has had to do, she's done superbly and with class, as she always does.
Yeah. Buchanan. And now Manuela Zinsberger. And Lauren James challenging for the ball. Falls into Arsenal's possession. Williamson. Ball into Manham between the lines. Here's Little. Sees a challenge to spray the ball out wide. McCabe loops it in there, and it's claimed well by Hampton, who again will go to deck. She's not staying on her feet for the rest of the game.
No.
Absolutely not. Every time the ball comes in the air, straight to the ground.
That was Arsenal's 100th in-swinging corner.
Well, that's a useful stat.
Compared to second, which is Chelsea on 55. They love an in-swinger.
I'd say.
So glad they count that stat.
It's quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's how they prefer. And obviously they have had was it Arsenal had a load of corners in a game?
No, it was someone against Arsenal, wasn't it? Well, it was Arsenal vs United, wasn't it?
Yeah. They had like 50 corners in the first 10 minutes.
And Arsenal met their fifth change of the game.
Karakun cross on for Leia Valti. However, they're doing that as their goalkeeper is on the floor with an injury. They must know that that's strategical then, yeah.
Because look at this, Ival's got his team round in a huddle. But 19 minutes.
I mean, this is fantastic acting, or she does seem to be in some genuine discomfort. If that is acting, then Oscar.
Yes.
Redo them and hand one to Manuela Zinsberger.
Why is she out though? This is the
save she pulled off. I feel like I could have gone back across Zinsberger there. James should have come to Arsenal, says Isaac. No, she likes winning things. And she was at Arsenal. Isaac, she was at Arsenal as a youth player. Arsenal let her go, though, because she played against the seniors and she was nutmegging them and the seniors didn't like it. So they released her. And then, played for Man United for a bit. And then Chelsea signed her. And now she's incredible.
The rest is history.
Indeed.
Zinsberger's back to her feet and we'll get this game back underway again.
Jemima says they should take Manu off and bring Sabs on instead. Well, they've already made 5 subs, so they can't now. If Zinsberger gets injured, they will have to put a outfielder in goal.
That'd be quality. Really sunk the game.
Gone quite early with their 5th sub here, Arsenal.
Well, they've gone gun-ho, haven't they? 17 minutes.
Gunners
high. Yeah.
Not many in any sense. Anyway, Arsenal now. Emily Fox looks to go down the line, cut out by Nuskin. Brighton lifts it in behind. Here comes Lauren James. Nudges off Fox, and now she wants to draw Fox back into the corner. Wants to trap her. Plays it to Lawrence. Nice turn back towards James. Lovely touch from Lauren James. Opens up for the shot. Blocked by Cooney. Cross out for a corner. She just plays the game with such a poise. It's so dangerous. She wants to take everyone on all the time. It's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Never seen a player like it. Well, we have, but very rarely.
I was going to say, Hazard-esque, isn't it?
Very much so.
As we mentioned earlier in the stream, the comparisons hold some merit. Eva Parasay now.
Chelsea gonna make it 4, maybe.
Ball in. It's not exactly dealt with. Canaride. Lauren James. Ball in, and it's taken away from Nuskin there, looking for a hat-trick. And now out of play for a Chelsea throw. Chelsea could take their time out this one, though.
Not surprised.
They have no intention.
I have Paris to get over this to the
Yeah.
right side of the pitch. Really smart. Good game management for Chelsea. Has seen out superbly. Arsenal have weathered the storm second half. Zinsberger made some good saves, but overall, it's kind of just petered out.
Yeah. I'd have sat down there. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be furious at him. Because he doesn't seem to... I don't think he doesn't care. He just doesn't look like he cares.
He's given up.
If Emma Hayes was thrown down, she'd be on the sideline, berating them, shouting at them, constantly just droning on at them. And I don't know. I think that's just what, as a fan, that's what you want from a manager.
I think
You
because
want to look like they really do care.
Emma Hayes will know that at certain points that Chelsea would have lost the game, but she keeps going. Eidevall knows he's lost this game, and therefore he's now telling everyone that by not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
15 minutes to go. Second half, still yet to see a goal. That's what you expected. Chelsea just to see this game out. Arsenal gave it a good go, but realistically have not been on the same level as the Blues today.
Indeed. Right, yeah. 15 minutes to play here. Plus whatever is allotted for additional time.
About 23 minutes.
Cuthbert. Yeah, everyone's got to go change socks again.
See.
Nuskin. Now Lawrence. Buchanan. Cuthbert. Can a ride now in behind. Woubenmoy does keep up with her. Now looks for Nuskin, but Woubenmoy again gets back in. And can ride hounding her into the corner. And that's out for a Arsenal goal kick. But yeah. Isaac says North London is red with the only English team to lift the Women's Champions League so far. Isaac, you should add to that. Because Chelsea are going to win it this year. Confirmed. 100% guaranteed.
Technically, it was the European Cup, but...
So, does it count?
I don't think
Yes. Anyway.
very much so.
Definitely. Anyway. Very much winding down this game now. Arsenal still coming forwards. It just feels a bit like a half-assed attempt.
To go.
And Hampton on the deck again. But yeah, if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe. 489 subscribers. There's 87 people watching now. There's got to be at least 11 of you that haven't subscribed that can get us up to 500. So if you haven't hit the big red subscribe button, make sure to hit it. It costs you nothing. It massively helps us out. Gives us so much support. So yeah, if you could, that would be incredible. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already.
Exactly that. What a touch from Lauren James.
And they're brought down by Kim Little. And a free kick, and Chelsea can take their time again here.
Bit of cramp for LJ. Oh, that fixed itself magically. No rush again though for the Blues.
And well, this free kick, Chelsea aren't even sending anyone forward, so you know you've got to the point in the game where Chelsea are confident. Now a couple more players have gone forward.
Well, as it stands then, City would have to beat Brighton 7-0
They're a right
on Sunday to take top the league.
which isn't impossible
No.
and implausible, just very improbable. Chelsea win it high up the field here. Nuskin touched it to Canary. Brilliant stuff from Nuskin. Ball in, it strikes McCabe. Another chance to put the ball in for Canary now. She hasn't used it though, perhaps not wanting to cross their left foot there. Hampton. Buchanan. With all due respect, I wonder why our new owners haven't looked at the women's team and go, okay, here's what works, let's do the same for our men's team. Very difficult to bring in a coach who is incredible and to build a squad that is incredible and to get to the point where you can buy the best players in the world. So it's not directly...
No, two very different
You can't copy, you can't duplicate that really across the two sports. I think, yeah, They're very different setups. Incredible to see Chelsea have the success that the women's side have, the Chelsea men's side, but very difficult to do. Yeah, perhaps a more balanced transfer recruitment scheme, though, like we have in the women's team, would be smart, rather than just children. Carter just knocks out of play. Well, some Chelsea fans outside our house, a little too excited, setting off some fireworks.
Who's got fireworks on the 15th of March?
Chelsea fans.
Yeah.
Hayes. People around our house in London will be fuming.
Yeah.
And she turns up at 3 a.m. with fireworks because she's been out on the lash. Living it, giving it large after a big win. Anyway. Cooney cross. Now McCabe. Ball forwards, and that will run through to Hampton. Who's going to claim it? Stand up. Oh, and she doesn't get to the ground. She rolls out. It would have been a bit funny if she leant down to pick it up, stood up, went down again. Book it out.
I think at that point she might get a yellow card.
Yeah, that's a bit on the nose, isn't it? Here comes Lauren James. Bringing it forwards. Happy now just to slow it down in this wide area. Wants to take Fox on. Just plays for it with such a freedom. Now Lawrence. Turns. Chelsea in the corner now. Not really seeing out the game, but running down the clock. Vivian Miedemar in the crowd. I mean, she looks happy. I can't imagine she's happy with the result. And now she's stopped to play Angry Birds on her phone. With all due respect, says, wonder why our new own... Oh, that's the same thing I've read already. Timothy says, taxi for the Arsenal kit man for the socks incident. Yeah. Yeah, P45 for the Arsenal kit man.
Take it they're going to give Chelsea their socks back.
Nah.
Just keep them.
No chance. By the way, we are on 492 subscribers. 8 away from 500. 8 minutes to go.
One big push. 8 minutes, 8 subs. Let's do it. Share the stream around. If you're sat here, if you're part of the audience that hasn't subscribed, please do. Massively help us out. 8 to go. Be part of the 500 club as Lauren James will leave Stamford Bridge.
Should I say some... What? Just walks out.
Yeah. So
some changes.
And a standing for Hayes.
Even Emma Hayes is applauding her off, and a sly grin from Lauren James as she appreciates the approval of her performance.
Her record at Stamford Bridge is phenomenal. She turns up for the biggest games, for the biggest occasions.
Yeah, let us move here. We never lose at the Bridge.
Yeah.
Let us move here permanently.
And coming on to replace her is none other than the brilliant, the wonderful, the absolutely phenomenal
Denise Reddy. She's been ready for ages. And that is Kat Macario on to lead the line for Chelsea. I thought it was Cuthbert because she was like walking around, clapping her hands. I think she's just applauding Lauren James.
Yeah. Well, Macario time. Cat time.
Yeah. Can she complain? Can she, what's the word? Finish off a perfect victory.
Whee.
And now she's in. Nuskin wins the ball back, falls to Macario, carrying it forwards, tries to give it out wide to Canarai, but it's slightly ahead of her. But Canarai gets there. McCabe gets caught napping. That's why she didn't just kick her.
Yeah.
Get a yellow card. Nuskin there a little too overzealous in her attempt to win the ball back. Does foul Westmead. 494 subscribers, by the way. Thank you, guys. 6 to go. Subscribe if you haven't.
So close now. So close.
What an insane night. We started today on 439 subscribers. We are now 6 away from 500. Ridiculous stuff. It's like the Champions League stream, Chelsea Real Madrid all over again.
Sure.
Incredible numbers. But yeah.
Still 6 minutes left this game. But it looks like Arsenal's title hopes will be dashed tonight.
Lacasse being hounded by Khadijah Buchanan. Now Fox. That's brilliant from Buchanan. And out for a corner.
Yep, 5 minutes to go.
And again, Arsenal are good from corners. They do pose a threat.
Yeah, Chelsea is trying to see out this clean sheet. Be big. A 3-0 win, clean sheet would be absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
But yeah, Arsenal corner then. What can they do for this
Ball in, flicked on. It's out for another corner. And this one kicked at a steward who... That is the worst attempt at giving the ball to a player I've ever seen.
He sat down.
Put a bit of effort in. Yeah, he could just pick up and thrown it back. I don't think he gets sacked as being a steward if he did that. McCabe whips it in. Messi is little, and that is a goal. That is a consolation for Arsenal. Kim Little from range, but with 5 minutes to go, it might just put a little bit of doubt into the back of Chelsea players' minds. And Hampton doesn't want them to get it started quickly as they kick it into the kick it off. A lot of Arsenal fans enjoying that goal and perhaps seeing it as an opportunity.
For Arsenal.
I took a hell of a deflection off Macario, didn't it?
He can't stop scoring. That was going wide, if not.
Yeah. I thought she just hit knuckleballed it, but no. Took one hell of a deflection.
Clatters off Macario. Arsenal get a goal in this game.
But Chelsea shouldn't... Nothing stupid now. Shouldn't have any issues seeing this out. 4 minutes to go. To the corner. Leopold.
Yeah, no messing around now.
Little second goal of the season.
Oh, I'm not quite sure you can give that to her.
Here is Macario. Tries to backheel it to right, and it does come off. Back to Caterina Macario. Leopold. Lawrence. Lovely turn. And again, brilliant turn from Lawrence. Macario goes into Wrighton, but she is offside.
Another blank day for Gura Ryan.
I think she played well today. The thing is, a lot of what she did is off the ball stuff.
And Hampton did get booked away for lettering the ball into the crowd after the Arsenal goal went in.
What Chelsea looked to do today is just hold up the ball on the left hand side of Brighton and then shift it across to the left hand side of right, shift it across the right hand side where there's loads of space. But I think, you look at the football rating, 7.5 for Brighton reflects really nicely on her. So, you've only a handful of players with more, Nuskin with a 9.1, but she's got 2 goals and an assist. James at 8.2, Cannon 8.2, Cuthbert 8.0, but I think Ryan has played really well today. It's just not stuff you're going to notice very often.
Macario, superb, knocking it around. Williamson and muscling off
Fox, and that's not a foul.
Okay.
Never a foul, ref. Very soft one. Zinsberger to McCabe. Thing is, Arsenal bought themselves about 10 minutes of additional time just from sitting on the floor at various stages of today's game.
I don't know. I'll say 5 minutes.
I'll go 6 then.
I think it could be 6 or 7, but I'm going 5 because I feel...
Little drills a ball out wide. McCabe, Perisic. They really should look at how much time each team's wasted, because Arsenal will have loads of additional time because they've wasted loads of time.
Yeah, I suppose.
From players being on the deck. And that ball struck by by Russo, and that's into the gloves of Hannah Hampton.
He does have to be careful because she's already on a yellow card. So can't take too long about this Hampton.
With all due respect, says congratulations for the new subs. Make sure you are here for the Ajax game. We will be live. I think it'll just be me on that stream, but we will be here on Tuesday. Ajax versus Chelsea in the first leg of their Women's Champions League knockout tie, the quarter-final stage. And at the moment, we only really plan to do the Chelsea games in the UWCL, but if there is enough demand for other games, then we will happily cover them.
I'm going to be fine leaving Chelsea knocked out.
Yeah, obviously. Canaride. Now Perisay. Carter.
How far are we off 500 now?
We're on. Still 494 subs, so 6 more to go. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure to do so. It massively helps us out, and there'll be 5 additional minutes as Chelsea look to come forwards, and Wrighton hounding Fox in the corner. That'll be out for an Arsenal throw. Amerido asks, what's the time? The exact minute is 90. Well, we're now into 90, so yeah. And Toad for Curses up the Chelsea. Welcome to the stream. Great to see so many people interacting tonight. I mean, we've gained a ridiculous amount of subs. Something we've never really seen on this channel before, other than on one other stream, the Chelsea Real Madrid game, which did incredible. But you know, the numbers have been brilliant tonight. The stream's been incredible. The amount of people interacting with chat's been ridiculous. We are 10 votes off 1,000 votes in the poll. I mean, that's mental. We're on 496 subscribers. 4 to go, everybody. If you haven't subscribed, if you know your friend hasn't subscribed, if anyone, share it on
Uncle
your socials.
Kate.
Yeah.
Auntie Pam.
DM it to him.
We'll send it via carrier
Flicked
pigeon.
by Lacasse. Here's Nuskin. Now Kyra Cooney cross. Lovely turn. Driving that ball out wide. McCabe. Mead. And Perisay wins it back. And now that's going to go to Wooben Moy. Williamson. Wooben Moy. Kuyabia Jr. says Arsenal cannot stop us. I said it before and I'm saying it again. London will always be blue. Come on, Blues. Couldn't agree more, mate. Couldn't agree more. Macario trying to find Nuskin. One back here by Williamson. Now moves it out wide. Fox. Sorry, Moy tries to play it forwards. Cut out. Falls to Little now, though. Fox. And Lacasse. Fox. Will come inside. Now knocks it back to Leia Williamson. Draws the ball out wide. McCabe. Back again. Williamson. Here's Kim Little. One back by Canaride. Trying to carry that ball forwards. And now here is Williamson on it again. Russo. Manham takes aim and it's over the bar. 3 minutes to go. Oh yeah.
Yeah, disappointing day for Arsenal. You think now the title is a 2-horse race between City and Chelsea?
Well, it very much depends on Sunday's result.
Yeah.
If Brighton win, Chelsea sit prime favourites.
But Brighton win, Chelsea are champions.
You think?
Yeah, 100%.
What if United beat them on the final day of the season?
They won't.
Okay.
Come on, don't be too silly.
But yeah, it looks like it will go down to the wire at this rate, though. City and Chelsea, both of them have quite nice fixture lists, with neither of them having to play each other or Arsenal again. Obviously, both sides do have to play United, but that doesn't represent the same challenge as it has in previous seasons. So, yeah. Macario. Lawrence. Coming forward now, Ash Lawrence. Takes aim, and it's saved. Falls to Nuskin on a hat-trick. It's blocked.
It's not a brilliant save away from
Zinsberger. She had a really good second half.
Chelsea could have scored 4 or 5, really.
And Arsenal way well have stayed in the tie if she performed like this in the first half. Not like she could have done about either the second 2 goals, the Nuskin goals, but save that James goal, it could be a completely different match. But
Player of the match? Who are you going for?
it's so obvious. It's Lauren James, isn't it? I know you're going to say, but for me, she ran the show tonight. Every time she touched the ball, she looked completely unplayable. Her movement's incredible. The ball seems to stick to her feet, Lauren James. She is, in my opinion, the best player in the WSL right now. She's absolutely incredible. Incredible. Deserves her props as well.
Fair enough.
Tonight for what has been an incredible
Now,
props.
Lawrence is going to be good, right? But I've never seen a defensive midfielder who can play in several different positions and score goals the way that Shoshka Nuskin does. So, Nuskin's my player of the match. Another double for her today. Could have scored a hat-trick. Another superb game.
And an assist as well. Two assists.
She always finds a new level every time she plays. Absolutely phenomenal. But overall, Arsenal title hopes are done. It is Chelsea versus City. What a game for Chelsea. What a game.
Yeah. Incredible stuff. We're almost finished at Stamford Bridge. Emma Hayes getting the crowd up here for the last few minutes. Ball goes long from Hampton, and that is it. Chelsea 3, Arsenal 1. A turning point potentially in this title fight as Chelsea prove their prowess against familiar foes. Goals from Lauren James and Shoka Nusken. 2 fortunate goals for Shoka Nusken. Guided them to a 3-0 lead. Kim Little struck back for Arsenal, but it was too little, too late. Very good win for Chelsea. Lauren James, my player of the match. Yours is Shoka Nusken. Incredible stuff from Chelsea. But yeah, very, very happy with that. Very happy with the result. Very happy with the stream. And we've hit 500 subscribers. Thank you guys very, very much. It's been an incredible night of action. 70 subscribers gained this evening for us on the channel. A big win for Chelsea to leave them top at the of the WSL. 3 points clear with City set to play on Sunday. So great stuff. Marion says, have a good night, everyone. It's already midnight here in Uganda. Well, party till it's 1 a.m, Marion, because Chelsea are top of the WSL. So yeah. Very good stuff. Congrats on 500 subs. Thank you, Toad. That's everything, I think, from us today. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because we are live on Tuesday night. Women's Champions League action returns. We'll be live from from 5:30 for a 5:45 kickoff on Tuesday. So join us there. Then next weekend we have, what is it next weekend? Trying to remember. Chelsea West Ham, I think, on Sunday. So loads of Chelsea games coming up. Then obviously we've got the Chelsea second leg next week, the week after, and then we have the World Cup final. So yeah, 4 Chelsea streams.
And then the United game.
And the United game. So loads of Chelsea streams coming up, loads of WSL streams coming up. Make sure to tune in for all of it. Make sure to subscribe so you know when it all goes out and you know when our videos are up and stuff like that. But that's everything from us today. If you want to keep watching our stuff, then head on over to our videos. Go check out some of the content we produced this week. That was everything from us this evening. Thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.